are a returning supporter, shout out to you for your continued support. If you are a new viewer here, the algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so I recommend you to the channel. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so you never have to leave. I have fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more in addition to travel. So this is all about manicures. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be going with like the Halloween theme today with the manicure. I got 2 new nail polishes, green and purple. Welcome, welcome. I feel like Walmart, they don't really have Halloween nail polish anymore. I remember when before I used to go to Walmart, they used to have like the very outhier colors, like very vibrant orange or like a glitter mixed with black and yellow. They don't have that anymore. So kind of sucks though. Hello, hello, and you're so yes. I did forget the cooking videos in that intro. You are right. We do have the occasional cooking videos thrown in there. But how are you doing today? And you're so glad you could be here, and everyone on the live stream. So we're gonna be doing a manicure today. Today, you guys are choosing the color. Unique Lamia used her veto power, you can say, and we're going to be using this green. This is like a shimmery green, it looks like, and then we're going to use this shimmery purple. Halloween is fast approaching, so we got some Halloween vibes coming in. I'm slowly building back my nail polish collection. So yes, I'm saying building back, and if you are a returning supporter like Mia, what do you mean building back? Didn't you just have like literally like 3 months ago, didn't you have like a bag filled of nail polish? Yes, I did. I did have a bag filled of nail polish, but over the summer I went to South America, and South America's really hot. Guys, did you know the heat impacts nail polish? I never knew that before because I was in South America and my nail polish was in the Ziploc bag in the bottle, and when I tell you, it like all of it spoiled. So that should be a disclaimer for y'all. If you don't take your nail polish in excessive heat, because excessive heat will literally ruin your nail polish. So now I'm slowly but surely buying the MAC. Hey, how are you doing? Boss, glad you could be here. How are you doing today? Wow, it's 2:30 in your country. Okay. Is it 2:30 a.m. or p.m.? But welcome everybody to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. Shout out to all the people watching. How is your day going? What are your plans for today, this weekend? I'm doing my manicure. This was the manicure that we had for this week. So we are getting into the Halloween vibe. So we're going to go with like this purple and this green color. Wow, shout out to you, boss, for being on at 2:30 a.m. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you guys are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness on the channel. Hey, how are you doing, Moses? All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way, guys. So yeah, definitely consider joining the community. Let me know how's your day going. Also consider watching some of my full and traditional YouTube videos. I have fashion videos, cooking videos, travel videos, eat with me, education, and a lot more. Today was a school day for me, so I did do some schoolwork today. I mostly worked on a study guide. Yes, midterms are just finished. So, but like we still have finals. We have like one more exam, but like we have 2 classes that has exams. So we have 2 more exams we have to make it through before we're officially done. So I like to get started on my study guides a little early, and that just consists of summarizing the chapter. Each chapter reading that I read. So I was working on that today, and then I did go to Walmart. I did a grocery haul, so stay tuned for that. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Can I call you TK? Welcome from India. Hey, from South Africa. What's it like in South Africa today? Thank you so much for telling me that looking for trouble. Please show my nails. Yes, these are my nails. If you guys want to see more of Uniquely Mia nails, I know some of you like to see the different manicure designs I've done. Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and click my nail playlist videos. All my manicures that I've done, that I've actually recorded for social media, is linked in that playlist for y'all. You have a Toyota, okay. A Toyo, okay. What are we saying? Hey from Sri Lanka. Hey Amazing TV. Boss said I was just scrolling. Okay, days, nothing much. Okay, you're just going with the flow. Okay, okay, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. To be honest, days seems sometimes as if they would never end. Yeah, but it's like the days that are most boring. It feels like they'll never end because when I'm home, why does time move so fast when I'm home? And then when I come to school where I want time to move really fast, I could go home soon. It seems like time is moving so slow. It's like when you're on vacation sometimes, like you feel like time is moving fast on vacation but slow at the same time. So it seems like when you're doing something fun, that's when time moves fast. But then when you're doing something boring, time wants to move slow. So my inference, boss, you need to find something fun to do. Welcome from the US of A. Hey, how are you doing, Bakum? Glad you could be here. I'm from the United States, everyone. Hey, my name's Uniquely Mia Gang. What's your name? Okay. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way, guys. However, racial slurs, form of discrimination, you're strictly prohibited and not allowed on my channel. Discrimination is a choice. If you don't want to be here, if you don't like African American individuals, if you want to be quote unquote discriminatory in nature, leave. You don't have to be here. I'm not forcing you to be here. So that's an immediate block for my channel if you are being discriminatory in any manner. But I'm from the United States. Am I single? I am married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. TK said, OMG, keep those nails. Huh? Okay, okay, okay. Keep my nails. I am gonna keep my nails. These are my natural nails, so I grew out my nails. So that's something. If you guys subscribe to Unique Lamia, I tend to live stream my manicures every Friday at 4 p.m. At 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some Fridays I don't, but generally I document my nail growth journey on the internet just so I can hold myself accountable and hopefully can motivate one of y'all to grow out your nails. And I think it's just fun to do, but I do think my nail polish can last 2 weeks. Like, okay, I change it every week. So my nails are conditioned to get a new set of like nail polish every week. I can do that since I do my nails at home. But I've never actually pushed it to its limit to see how long it would last. But like, I get bored very easily with my nail design. So that's why I tend to change. Honestly, sometimes if I'm home, guys, literally, I'll do a nail video with a new manicure video on Friday. By Sunday, I'm getting a new nail design on my nails. So I get bored extremely fast with my nails. Just since I'm at school, it's just because I'm at school and like I'm predominantly like doing schoolwork throughout the week, which is why I tend to have the same manicure for the whole week. So that's why I'm changing the nails because my nail polish, I get good quality nail polish. It's affordable. Like literally my nail polish is from like $1 to $2 max I'll pay, but it's like a good brand. So it's supposed to last 14 days, but when you prioritize your nail health and nail growth, you do have to change your nails often. My girl boy. I am a girl. Are you a girl boy? Okay. Hey, how are you doing, Desiree? Glad you could be here. Hey, Andre, how are you doing? You have insomnia. Okay, okay, that's why you can't sleep. What I would recommend to you, boss, since you said you have this insomnia, go watch some of my full nutritional YouTube videos. Because my mom said sometimes when she watches my videos, she falls asleep. So I guess my voice can be like ASMR in a way. You're beautiful as well, Rashik. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Javid, glad you could be here. Hey, Jess, how are you doing? I'm from the United States. Hey Aiden, how are you doing? You're beautiful as well. Neil, thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, how are you doing? Welfare. Did you ever dig? That is disgusting. Why'd you ask that question? That is okay. Hey, how are you doing? You're beautiful as well. Welcome from Tanzania. I'll donate $500 if you shave your eyebrows. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to donate more money than that. Yeah, no. You look young, thank you. Shout out to you, Mackenzie. Glad you could be here. What I'm doing right now is a manicure video. If you guys want to see Unique Lamia without my glasses, go watch one of my full nutritional YouTube videos. Aiden said whoever remains disrespectful will have to be timed out. Please be kind. Yeah. And remember, guys, ground rules for Unique Lamia's channel. Just communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So when I say that, if I'm standing right in front of you, or even if you're having a disagreement with somebody in the chat, if you're not going to say something to them right in front of their face, don't say it on stream. So yeah, I mean, like if you're choosing to say something discriminatory in nature or anything like that, that is an immediate ban for my channel. Before I used to put you all on timeout, but then I guess I don't want to be nice with it anymore because that's a choice you're making. So yeah, if you're discriminatory in any manner, that's an immediate ban for my channel. But like if you make people severely uncomfortable in the chat, I just put you in timeout the first time, and then if you continue with that behavior, then I'll probably have to hijail from the channel / ban you guys. So yeah, more of the story. Just communicate respectfully. Communicate how you would like to be communicated to, guys. Because remember, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome. But this is a positive place on social media. So yeah. You're stunning as well, Kiara. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Jess, how you doing? Hey, UPB. Yes, I'm a student. I'm a graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. Hey, Wolfie, how are you doing? Can you please give a shout out? I don't know who that is. I try not to shout out people who I really don't know, honestly. And she is famous. Yeah, I don't know who that is, so I'm not going to shout out that person. But glad you could be here. Hey Jess, how's your day going? In your soul said 500, try adding 2 digits to that. Yeah, I mean, 2 digits, okay. Not bad, but yeah, it'll be a few thousand just shave up my eyebrows. Because, like, obviously it'll grow back, but then I'll have to go through looking the weird phrase, like, the weird phase. Like, eyebrows aren't, like, extension, right? So, like, you can't, like, put a wig on your eyebrows to, like, cover it up. So, that's, like, real stuff people do. And some people actually do it. Some people, like my nephew, he did that for free. He didn't shave his eyebrows, but like he shaved he gave himself like a design of his eyebrows, and he told it to me while I was making a video, and he's like, don't tell his mom. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be in the video, you might as well tell her now. So if you guys want to see my nephew's telling me and my reaction to it, because yes, I did put it in my video, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Travel With Me to Niagara Falls, Canada video. Hey cats and Pokemon, how are you doing today? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, are you a law student? No, I am a graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. So guys, yes, as a criminal justice student and public administration, I do study the law, but like in America, when we say law students, that means you are in law school, and I'm not in law school. I'm in graduate school. Hey Jalen, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How do you do, Jalen? Hey Florida. What's up? I'm glad you could be here. You look like Felix from Stray Kids. Okay, I get that a lot. I have no idea who Felix from Stray Kids is, but I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So this is a manicure video. As you can see, I'm using the Soak Off 100% acetone nail polish. If you watch any professional nail polish person who does their nails, they always tell people, don't use this. This is the worst thing you could put on your nails. And it is, because it really does dry out your nails for sure. But let me tell you, when I tell you, it takes off my nail polish so quick. If I have glitter, if I have gel, well, not the like gel that the nail polish does. Like if I do gel at home, this takes it off so quickly, guys. So not sponsored, but like even though it quote unquote damage your nails, do recommend this if you don't want to be struggling for hours trying to get your nail polish off. So we're just going in with like this final wipe down to make sure we got every speck of our nails. I try not to leave like residual nail polish on, but my nails are definitely growing. It's getting longer. I have been moisturizing my nails, which is good. So yeah. Hey Drake, glad you could be here. No poll today. I'm using my veto power and I chose the colors. So I'm getting into the Halloween theme. I went to Walmart, so I got these new colors. I'm using this green color, and then I'm gonna use like this purple color as well. But how are you doing today, Drake, Cats, everyone on the live stream, Muhammad, Princess, In Your Soul? Let me know. Jalen, Florida. Any plans for this weekend? Jalen said, I do well. Okay, glad you're doing well. Ooh, nice. You're going to the local bookstore later. Awesome. Have a great time at the bookstore. Yeah, definitely keep reading to get better, Jalen, because reading is definitely part of society. Like, if you guys hate school, Like, if you're a kid, if you're an adult, if you hate school and you're not the best at reading or writing, you're not the best at counting, you do need to at least know how to read, and you know how to count, right? I mean, algebra, if you're not going to like higher education, forget about algebra. To be honest, I do not use algebra in my daily life. But like, you need to know how to count. You want to count your money, right? I feel like everybody likes money in a way. You need to count that, right? And then reading is a part of society. You go outside to the store, you need to be able to read. You go to order food, you need to be able to read, right? So shout out to you, Jalen. Definitely continue practicing reading. And a message to everybody: if there's two subjects that you want to at least pay attention to in school, it would need to be math and it needs to be English for sure. Can I have a drink of that energy drink? Okay, so I do not drink energy drinks. I tried them one time when I was younger. I tried a Red Bull, like a sip of it, like because the can was right in front of me. So I just picked it up and I tried it one time. And then I tried, what is it? The one in the orange bottle. They're disgusting. Disgusting. But I can give you some of Uniquely Mia's positivity and uniqueness. I mean, you're going to have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be a consistent supporter. Continue to tune into my live streams. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also watch some of my full traditional YouTube videos and YouTube short, and you will definitely, hopefully, by engaging with my content and listening to Uniquely Mia speak, you'll be able to be your unique and authentic self where you feel comfortable being uniquely you, no matter who you're around. So yeah, definitely consider joining the community today. Okay, hey West, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good today. Hey, what's your name? Olsma 8. Glad you could be here. Hey, Willie, what's your question? I briefly remember that you and Evan were having a disagreement. Very briefly. I don't really remember the full context in which, like, what you guys were disagreeing about. But glad you could be here. Hey, Billy. Hey, Colt. How are you doing? You telling me someone in here okay. How can someone that much gorgeous? Thank you so much for your kind words. You're gorgeous as well. You're beautiful as well, Billy. Really appreciate your kind words. Thank you so much for subscribing, Loom. Welcome to the community. Welcome from Nigeria. What's it like in Nigeria today? Kat said, as long as you moisturize your nails beforehand, it should be fine. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Moisturize your nails before and after, honestly. Like, ideally, guys, I've been really, like, wanting to make my nails grow faster. So, like, I'm moisturizing my nails, like, 3 times a day, 4 times a day sometimes. And I think it makes a difference. Like, I used to have, like, my own nail growth concoction, but I lost it. Okay? I didn't lose it. I think I left it at home, which is why I don't have it now. Or I took it to Diana and it spoiled. It's one of the two. So now I've just been using baby oil. But, like, if you have Vaseline, if you have lotion, use that and put it on your nails. Put it on your cuticles, rub it in your hands, and just keep your nails moisturized and it'll grow. Because if you go look at my live stream with my manicure from last week and this week, my nails are definitely grown. Like, see my thumbs? It's definitely growing, guys. All right, Willie said I have a riddle. Okay. Now you want to email me? What this professor emailed me for? I forgoed your letter. I don't want it anymore. You took too long to write it. Sorry, let me check the email. All right, let me send this to this. Let me send this to this guy. Professor emailed me, so let me see. I can't ignore them. I'm still taking their class, so. Alright. 1 second, guys. I gotta write this in. Okay. Brief intermission. Hopefully your day's going well. What's your position? You're a professor, right? What's your title? 1 second. Life of a student, guys. My school takes priority for sure. If I get an email and I gotta respond to it, that's what I'm gonna do. What's your industry? Okay, your education. You're my professor. 1 second. I see what he was waiting for my exam. Okay, I see what this professor did. So I've been applying to different programs, right? Different programs in schools. I gotta think. I can't talk and think. I'll tell you after. Okay. Here's my... Okay. All right. So yeah, what happened was I've been applying to different programs in schools, right? But like I wanted to like apply by a specific point in time. So this one professor, he was taking forever to write my letters of recommendation, right? I asked him for two different schools, and when I tell you he was taking forever, he was taking forever. So I'm like, I cannot wait for you because I want my application in so it can be reviewed as soon as possible for certain places, right? So I got scared because I sent him a follow-up email and he essentially ignored me. So I got scared thinking he wasn't going to write anything for me anymore. So I asked other professors who I like took their class and who already wrote good letters for me. I asked them to write my letters and submit my stuff for me. So they were like, okay, I did it. So like I forgot about him. I forgot about him. I canceled the letter of recommendation request for one school because I'm like, you're taking so long. You're not going to write a good one for me. You ignored me, essentially. I already got another professor to write my stuff for me. Why does the guy email me now? He's like, hey, Mia, I saw that like I can't submit the letter anymore. Can you send me the request again? But no, I was wondering why he was waiting so long, but I'm taking this professor this semester. I took him last semester. I'm taking him again this semester. He was waiting until after the midterm, I think, to see how I did on his midterm to fully decide if he was going to write a letter for me. Because why are you telling me you're taking so long? So that's what he did. He waited until after I took the midterm, saw how I performed on the midterm, and now today he's going to submit my letters for me. So his letters are honestly useless now because I don't need it anymore. I already got my school, so I guess one school is just gonna have over the required amount of letter of recommendations. I don't really want to get into that school that much, but it is what it is. It's okay. So yeah, that's what happened. But good thing I did it. I did good on my midterm, so it should be a good letter. But like that's what he was doing. He was waiting for my midterm results. So if I did bad on the midterm, that letter probably would have been really bad. Okay, what are we saying? Willie said, I have a riddle. Why did the old man didn't flush the toilet? Is this like a disgusted, like a riddle about something not good? I don't know. Don't tell. If it's like a riddle that'll make somebody sick reading it, please don't type it. Hey, how are you doing? Wolfer, glad you could be here. I was really good at English, okay, and literature, but not good at mathematics. Yeah. Like I really like English. Literature, I mean, I guess you can tell that from my area of study. Like, I prefer to read, I prefer to write. I don't care if you give me like a 30-page paper to write compared to 5 math problems. I'm gonna do the 30-page paper compared to the 5 math problems. Don't ask me why I'm like that. But like, I always really hated math, but I always did good enough to where I didn't have to repeat a math class in my life, which I'm thankful for. So, yeah, I just didn't like it. It's like, especially when they started putting like the letters with the numbers, I'm like, what are you doing? I like English, but letters and numbers, they don't belong together. They really don't. Because he missed the salmon. I don't get that joke though. Okay, Drake, you hate math. Okay, nice. Can I sing a song with Skibbity Toilet? It's sad. I have to look and see. I'll look at that song. I'll Google it after stream. I have to like listen to the song first, right? To get the vibes. And then, so if you're on the stream next time, Willie, and you ask me, hopefully by that time I listen to the song and I can sing it. Maths are boring. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people are not math people. Kat said, I hate math too. Okay. Number dyslexia. Okay. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, I was just gonna ask, but numbers just don't stick for me. Okay. You know what? If there's dyslexia for like, what is it? Reading, I'm sure it exists for numbers as well. And I feel like I've seen that in a movie too. I was talking about the fingernail polish remover, but sure, what about it? Hey, Oscar, how you doing today? That's what I'm saying, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even though we hate math, math is important because you need to know how to count money. Like, what's your name? Kyler said, like, drive into the store. I mean, how does math? Oh, like speeding limit, right? So driving to the store, that is true. So yeah. I wish we had better diagnosis in my childhood. I think I have a form of dyslexia too. Yeah, I feel like everybody low-key has a form of dyslexia, especially with the modern media and all that. No, honestly, I feel like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you have dyslexia, nothing wrong with that. I mean, shout out to you. You got like the extended time on the exams and all that stuff. Good for you. But like, I mean, if you have it, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you were never formally diagnosed as a kid and you're now an adult and you're getting diagnosed, just know you made it through all those educational barriers or regular education without special combinations with your dyslexia. At least now you know why it was always harder for you. But everyone, let me know, how was your week? How, if you guys went to school, how was your work week? How was your school week? Let me know. Drake said, ooh, you watched the last Hunger Game movie and it wasn't good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the last two Hunger Games wasn't really it for me, Drake. Honestly, I can't agree with that. Like, obviously, I mean, it was kind of sad. It was really, really sad. Like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Don't spoil it for nobody who hasn't seen it. But like, it was really sad. But like, the first Hunger Game, in my opinion, like 1 through 3 Hunger Games, really good. When we get to the last one, it wasn't that good. I guess it's always like that because, like, I recently rewatched the Harry Potter series. Last week. Like, every evening when I finish my schoolwork, there's 8 movies. So, like, oh, snap, okay. Well, I started on the weekend because I was like, there's 8 movies and, like, the week is Friday and it's, like, 5 days in a week. But, like, I recently rewatched the Harry Potter series, guys. And similar to what Drake said with the Hunger Games, like, the last 2 Harry Potter movies, it wasn't it. And I was like, wait, do I not like Harry Potter anymore? But then I realized, even when I was younger, I never really liked the last 2 Harry Potter movies. So I feel like the best movies in any franchise is like the first to third movie, in my opinion. But like the last ones, it's like, you know, the story's ending. I guess you're kind of sad the story's ending and they really want to, like, they rush it to like fulfill the plot. So that's why. But yeah, I will say good setting. In the Hunger Game, the last one, they had a great setting, in my opinion. Like, their outfits, though. I would wear their outfits regularly, to be honest. Very cool outfits. Okay. Name for an edit. Who named for an edit? Wes said, almost everything you do every day involves math. Do you know that? I mean, if you look at my schoolwork, I guess if you examine it critically, but like honestly, not really. But what would you say though, Wes? Maybe I'm just thinking from my school's perspective, but like when you say almost everything we do involves math, what do you mean by that? Hey, Universal, how are you doing today? Good evening. Good evening. Okay, your girlfriend's having a kid. Okay, congratulations. Am I Nigerian? No. Yeah, basic arithmetic, but it would be good to be able to understand some of the deep things as well as daily stuff. Yeah, so if you want to do that, enroll in higher education. You'll definitely go through college algebra 1 and 2. If you want to take some calculus classes, you can definitely do that. So yeah, if you want to like get some more deeper understanding of math, you could do that for sure. But like I did that. I was forced to, my school forced me to do that. I'm not doing that voluntarily for me personally. Hey Dennis, welcome from Uganda. Kat said, hey Wes, I've never been good at it, and if I confess numbers all the time, so I'd sit there and do a whole problem, but you got the numbers wrong. Okay. These are my nails. All right. Hey Lord, how are you doing? My name's Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Y'all can refer to me as such. Hey, Evan. You got the notification right now. Wow, this happens a lot. Welcome, Evan. Glad you could be here. Thank you so much for your kind words. Okay. I've been practicing algebra just right before I turned onto your live stream. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, like, even though I don't like math, guys, I always got A's in math classes. Like, all my math classes, I always got an A in it. I didn't like it, so I say that, West. Why did I lose my notes? It's like in my house, or my mom's house, so it's not with me at school. So, like, if I could have those notes, I would definitely, like, share those notes with you guys on live stream or, like, in a full nutritional YouTube video. But, like, I really don't want to teach myself the math again. So if you want my notes, if you're just learning algebra for fun, you can always wait till like the end of the year. When I go home, I can like share my college algebra textbook notes with y'all. I mean, I feel like my notes are pretty good since I got A's in my math classes, even though I don't like them. So if you're just learning for fun, I can do that at the end of the year, but like if you're in a math algebra class right now, I'm not going to be much help with that. But I wish you guys all the best. You will do a great job in your math classes for sure. I'm confident in you guys, all right? I'm confident in y'all, but like I'm not teaching myself that again, honestly. Sorry. So yeah. Math is like algebra for me is like physics. When I was in high school, my school, it is so funny. When I was in high school, my school required us to take like a science class, an advanced science. Physics was the option, and then like some type of landform classes. I opened physics. I saw the first assignment. I was like, I'm not doing this. I went to my counselor. I'm like, can I change my physics class to the other class? They were like, we don't offer that class. That we didn't hire anybody to teach the class. I'm like, why you guys advertise the thing? You don't hire anybody. For that semester, I had to suffer and take physics. I was crying so much. I kept emailing the professor so much. Or it was like a high school teacher, wasn't even a professor back then. Man, when I tell you, physics traumatized me. I got a B in physics, but physics traumatized me so much. I was like, when I enter college, never again in my life will I ever voluntarily take a physics class. Never in my life have I ever thought about taking a physics class. The option has presented itself to me multiple times throughout my undergrad education to take a physics class. I was like, no, nope, I'm not doing that. So there are just some classes that are like, they traumatize you in a way. I'm not sure, Evan. You have to contact YouTube about that. How you block somebody, you can still see them, honestly. I'm not sure. Hey, how are you doing, Lovu? Glad you could be here. Hey, man, how are you doing with beer and chips with weed? Okay. Stay safe out there, dude. Hey, Tina, how are you doing? There's dyslexia for numbers. I feel sorry for these people. Okay. Hey, SYN. Hey, Nelson, how are you doing? Okay. Your cat has dyslexia? How do you know, Alice? Alive. That's the first time I'm hearing that. Hey, Julia. Hey, Smoke. How are you doing? Smoke detector. Beep. Okay. That's funny. Hey, Rufus. Hey, Vic. How are you doing? Geometry suck. Yeah. I remember, what is it? The hypotenuse theorem, whatever it is. The one with the triangles with like a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's what I remember from geometry. So, yeah. Hey, Jackson, how are you doing? Hey, Urban, hey, how are you doing, Billy? Why are you sad? Yes, it is Friday in the US of A. Wes said, when I say almost everything involves math, it takes, for example, they send you to the shop, you buy something, and they give you change. Okay, so like money, like I said, okay. To count the change, okay, so I said that, yeah. Okay, yeah, I do agree. Happy birthday, Billy. Have a great day on your birthday. Eat a lot of cake. If cake's not your forte, eat your favorite meal. Hey, Studies, how are you doing? Hello, I'm your greatest fear. If you are unemployed, okay, I'm a job application in real life. How was that my greatest fear? Okay, what questions you got for me? Your job application in real life. I have some questions for you. What's the starting salary? What company? What type of applicant are you looking for? And what like are the job duties that I may be completing? Hey, ICH, how are you doing? Can you name me 5 countries in Europe? We got somebody in Europe kind of be like, what are you gonna do? If I get the questions wrong, you're gonna be like, edit, Americans aren't smart. Okay, 5 countries in Europe. We got the United Kingdom, London, England. We got Paris, France. We got Austria. We got Germany, and we have the Netherlands. You know, we name some more. Guys, I know countries, all right? I know certain countries for sure. So yeah. Saying Drake said, I just don't understand the ending of Mockingjay was the best one. Wait, I just don't understand the ending of Mockingjay. Which way, Mockingjay Part 1 or 2, Drake? There was 2 Mockingjay movies. But okay, so not to spoil it for anybody, but what I'm gonna say, if you haven't seen The Hunger Games, it's not gonna spoil it at all. But like the ending of Mockingjay Part 2, at least, I mean, that was the closing of the story. So like they defeated you know who, right, Drake? They defeated you know who and everybody else who saw the Mockingjay Part 2 of The Hunger Games. And Katniss and Peeta, they no longer wanted to be part of the capital society, right? So they took away the games, they took away all that. They took away the games. They could have been in leadership positions. They were like, we don't want to do that. So they just went back to District 12 to live their life. And obviously they got married and they had kids. So yeah, that's the end of Mockingjay. Will I say was it kind of like a disappointing edit? They took Finnick. Like, they had to do that to Finnick? They should have taken the other guy. You know what other guy I'm talking about, right? But Finnick, really? Like that was so terrible, honestly. So terrible. So I mean, it was a good ending, I think, for this movie, especially after everything they went through, except for Finnick. Like, what do you mean they let that happen to Finnick? Like, are you kidding me? They should have taken the other guy, Gil, whatever his name was. No. Like, no. So yeah, that was the movie. That was what Mockingjay Part 2 was all about. I will say Mockingjay Part 1, I can understand how you were a little confused about the ending of Mockingjay Part 1. And if you haven't seen Mockingjay Part 2, and you just saw Mockingjay Part 1, I do apologize for that. You should have been a little more specific on that, but I don't think I spoiled it for anybody. Hey, Wes. But one thing I do like about the Hunger Games, though, even though the original Hunger Game movies are finished, their adaptations, or not the adaptations, but like the ones that they're still released, because they released one like 2 years ago with like Lily Gray Bear and President Snow, Cornelia Snow, okay? They're good. Like, it's not like when they try to do a reboot or anything like that. It's really good. I feel like that's what franchises should do. Instead of trying to remake the movie, they just add on to the story. But the author, she's continuing to write books, which is why we still get new movies from the Hunger Games, but it's good. Like, the recent Hunger Game movies, the recent Hunger Game movie that came out, I really liked it. The one with Lucy Beard, it was really good. It was really good. Honestly, it was about President Snow, but, like, I don't like when they do movies like that, because we know President Snow's the villain, but, like, when you're watching a movie, you're like, I know you're the villain, but, like, you're the villain. But, like, his crash out was crazy. He went through all that. He started the whole Hunger Games series because, like I said, his first girlfriend was like, I'm out of here. She saw the first red flag, and she was like, I'm out of here. And after that, President Snow just went after everybody in District 12. He did not care. That's just really unhinged. Wes said physics is the best subject you can learn. Okay, opinions, very nice. Okay, we're forced to do physics in Antarctica. Okay. Hey Zane, how are you doing? I'm from the United States. Where are you from? Hey Cam, how are you doing today? How was your week? Alive said, then you decide to read that $20 book called the Bible, okay? Cam said, Mia, I've made a breakthrough in your stats. You finally understand. Okay, very nice. Shout out to you. Congratulations, Cam. That's awesome. Hey, studies. Difficult equations, okay, is my greatest nightmare. Okay, I've never heard of that before, to my knowledge. And also my greatest dream. Okay. Oh, okay, so you're saying difficult equations just in general. I thought you meant it's a specific problem, okay. I like math even sometimes when they are hard, and even science. Yeah, and you know what I think too, because I like learning. Genuinely, I like learning. The only thing I don't like about learning when I complain about school is the anxiety it gives me. And like I can't, like I'm not home when I'm at school. I'm like living on campus, right? But like in the exams and the anxiety, that's what I don't like about school. But if I were to say I'm voluntarily just want to learn this new topic, whether that's science related, math related, English related, I feel like I would genuinely enjoy it, right? Because I just like learning new things. But like, I feel like when they add on the anxiety of exams and all the other things that come with it, that's what I don't like about it. Okay. Been following you from 25 days. All right, thank you so much for your support. Shout out to you. Do you like food, or food just likes you? I feel like I like food. I don't think food likes me, because food isn't necessarily a living thing. So I mean, unless you're eating fungus, but food's not a living. I don't eat fungus. I mean, blue cheese, yes, but like I don't eat fungus, honestly. So yeah, I feel like I like food. Okay, you're not a job application. You're just joking. Okay. Thank you so much. You're smart as well. Dead of Right. Thank you so much for your kind words. All right. Kat said, yay. Congrats, Cam. We were just talking about how hard math is. That is so true. Do you like the X finds his value thing? I forgot what that is, to be honest. Or I was probably taught it in a different name. Okay. Solo said, I love Hunger Games makes, but do you eat it? Are you talking about, because no, okay, so if you guys don't know, there's the movie Hunger Games, and when I was younger I was on Netflix, and somebody made a parody to the Hunger Games universe, but it was actually Hunger Games where they were fighting for food. It was kind of funny. It was like, yeah, it wasn't funny because people shouldn't fight for food, but when I say it was funny, the way the movie was structured, it was like in a comedic point of view. So if you're talking about the Hunger Games where they were fighting for food, I mean, in that one, yes, when they fought for food, they had to eat it after. But like, if you're talking about the movie in general, the Hunger Games, what I was talking about, like the Mockingjay, like the 6 movies, I think, they don't fight for foods. They're fighting for their lives, but it's called the Hunger Games. So I can see how that confuses some people for sure. Hey, how are you doing, Nino? You look like okay. Kat said I had a pretty chill day at work. Nice. Okay. You accidentally um didn't sign up for your shift, and when you walked in they were like, oh, you're here, lol, but it was fine. Okay. Well, glad everything worked out fine. Drake said, so what do you guys plan on eating for dinner? Cam and everyone else, and Cats and everyone else. Drake said, no, I don't like the ending of Songbird and Snakes. You love the ending about Mockingjay. Okay, so you don't like the ending of the one with snow in it, all right, and Lucy, okay, but you like the ending about Mockingjay. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I will say, even though I did like Songbird and Ballads, like you said, sorry, not as Ballads or Snakes, whatever, even though I did like that movie, like you said, the ending, like, we knew why she left, but they left it, like, so open, because even in the theater, when I walked in, because I saw my mom, we were, like, I asked my mom what happened, and she was like, she got away, right? But then I'm like, okay, is she alive? Like, where did she go? What happened? Because it made it seem like he was hallucinating, right? In, like, President Snow, that one, in the Songbird and Snakes movie, it made it seem like he was hallucinating. So we don't really know, like, we know what happened, but, like, we kind of don't. So I will say I do agree that the ending was a little iffy because they just left it so broad for you. But they said another movie's coming out in 2027 or 2028, but that movie's gonna be focused on Haymitch. But hopefully in Haymitch's movie, I don't know, maybe they can give us a little bit more about Lucy and see what happened to her. But yeah, she just disappeared into the wind, to be honest. Do I know any Arabic words? No. How many pull-ups can I do? I don't really do pull-ups, to be honest. Hey Clinton. Hey, how are you doing, Jogfire? Glad you could be here. What am I thankful for today? I am thankful for existing, honestly. That's what I'm thankful for existing. What are you thankful for? Okay. I don't know what Salmon can Kagon means. I don't know what that means. Hello, welcome from Hamburg. What's it like there? Study said maybe they call the main movie The Hunger Games because they are hungry for their lives. I mean, yeah, if you've seen the movie, they don't want to die. They are hungry for their lives for sure. So that is definitely a great analogy to use for sure. How strong am I? I feel like I'm pretty strong. Pretty strong. Okay, so let's go in with the first coat of the polish. As I said, we're going to be using this, like, green color. It has, like, some shimmer in it. And then we're going to use this purple. The purple also has shimmer, so I think this is the extent to their Halloween collection. If you were on my stream earlier, I was saying how Walmart didn't really have specific Halloween nail polish. In the past, they used to have, like, a specific section for the Halloween nail polish, but I guess they're like, we don't care about Halloween that much anymore. So, what are we saying? Yeah, I want to know, but you know what, the books too. I feel like one day I want to read the Hunger Game books and the Harry Potter books. Because like I said, I rewatched the Harry Potter movies and like people, like I saw the movies and I'm like, it's a great movie, but like, should I start reading the books now? Because I've never read the Harry Potter books, right? And I've never read the Hunger Game books, but I could read them because I like to read because I read books, right? For fun sometimes. So I could honestly sit down and read the Hunger Games and the Hunger Game books, and maybe that'll tell me what happened to Lucy. So maybe one day I'll go ahead and do it. It's just like when I look at the series, the amount of books that's in the series, and since I've already seen the movie, I feel like I'll probably be anticipating what's gonna happen next. But the book is always better than the movie. That is just plain truth, honestly. Books are always better than the movie because they have to cut out a whole bunch of stuff when they make TV shows and movies. But the books, authors can write as much as they want, to be honest. Who's gonna cut their writing? I mean, their publisher, but still. Hey Ricky, thank you. Glad you think my nails look healthy. Thank you so much. Hey Willie said I was in a restaurant and I threw a chocolate cake under the table. No, and it landed on your uncle's shoe. Why'd you do that though? and everyone noticed when we were leaving. They didn't know it was me. But why did you throw that? That's kind of wasteful with the food, though. Hey, Alex, how are you doing? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Y'all can refer to me as such. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So recommend you to the channel. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Let me know. How's your day going today? What did y'all eat? How was your week, guys? Any weekend plans? I'm sure you guys cannot guess what Uniquely Me is doing this weekend. I don't think there's no way y'all are gonna guess. You wanna guess and see what I'm doing this weekend? Let's see. It's gonna be something really out there. Let's see. Well, what are we doing this weekend, guys? Guess and see what I'm doing. This is a very... I don't know how I feel about this. We're not gonna make a judgment yet. It's like... We're not gonna make a judgment yet. We're not gonna make a judgment on it yet, guys. Green is not my color. I don't think green is my color. I said I'm not making a judgment and I'm contradicting myself, right? Who's Uncle Jimmy? Don't know who that is. Hey Studies, how are you doing? Wow, it's morning time where you're at. It's evening time where I'm at. Who loves orange? No, some Fanta orange soda or some ice, like icy orange soda from like the Caribbean, South America. It's really good, really, really good. So I like orange soda for sure. Hey Alex, how are you doing? You're already part of the community. This is your second stream. You're a 1 week subscriber. Okay, nice. Shout out to you sending hearts to Alex and all Uniquely Mia subscribers. Really appreciate y'all. I do hope that you are enjoying the content that you see, Alex, on the Uniquely Mia community. I guess happy 1 week anniversary of being a Uniquely Mia subscriber. Really appreciate you. So yeah, definitely immerse yourself into the Uniquely Mia channel with the live streams and the full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube short, etc. Black said, I'm single with food stamps and no disease. All right, good for you. Black Lives Matter. Lives matter. Okay, good for you. Hey, how are you doing, Submit? Thank you so much for letting us know that. Study said, and it's probably getting night to you, okay? Because in the Philippines, we get to morning. U.S. goes tonight. Okay, so it's almost close to morning. Okay, so the Philippines is like a day ahead. All right. It's 5:42 p.m. where I'm at right now. Hey, Paul. Thank you so much for the love, Samat. Are you looking forward to being a Prime Minister of the UK? I did not know I was running for Prime Minister of the UK. I did not know that. Wow. Guys, I guess somebody told me I'm running for Prime Minister of the UK, and I had no idea I was running for Prime Minister of the UK at all, guys, all right? I did not know that at all. Very interesting if you tell me. What are we saying? I fell in love with you. What should I do? I'm not sure how you fell in love with me at all. I mean, what should you do about it? I mean, fall out of love with me? Honestly, I mean, but then again, you're going to do what you want because I did not tell you to fall in love with me. And it seems like you already did. So, I mean, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's add some more nail polish on my nails. Let's do one hand. And then I'm going to respond to some comments. And then we'll do the other hand. This is I don't really like this color, guys. I feel like the nail polish collection is like mid, honestly, that Walmart is selling. Because when I tell you they don't really have the good stuff, I can go to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some good nail polish for $1.25. Okay, so this is this hand. Obviously, we'll probably have to do 2 to 3 coats. I think because of that shimmer, it's like a greenish nude color, honestly, which isn't my fave, but then we're going to go with the purple. Evan said, Mia, my nails are getting long, but it costs 35 pounds to get my nails done, and I can't afford it right now, and I'm unsure if I should simply buy varnish on Amazon. I mean, you can do your own nails at home, Evan. Yeah, That's one of the main reasons why I refuse to go to the nail salon, because I'm like, you're gonna charge me, and it's not. I don't think I would ever pay. I mean, if I get gel polish in America, maybe I'll pay 35. And my mom doesn't like me getting gel, so if I were to go to the manicure, it would be for like a regular, basic, normal polish manicure. The most they'll charge me like $20. I feel like. I mean, the price may have increased. I haven't gotten my nails done in a long time, but maybe $20 would be the most they would charge me. So, but like at the end of the day, that $20 is a lot. If instead of like paying somebody else $20 to do my nails, I could get 20 different nail polishes. With inflation, maybe I could get maybe like 17 different nail polishes. But it's a lot, and that 17 polishes could give me like 17 manicures, right? So, I mean, Evan, what you could do, you could buy the varnish if it's cheaper, or even if it costs a little bit more than that 35 pounds, you can still buy the stuff off of Amazon to do your own nails, because you know in the long run, if you're consistent with doing at-home manicures, you'll make your money back in a way. What does that girl math people say? So you'll make your money back in a way. So yeah, you can do that for sure. Can I say salmon 10 times? Okay. Salmon, 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 salmon. All right. Hey, how are you doing, sir? Yes, 100%. We can definitely be virtual friends. I consider all my supporters to be virtual friends for sure. So yeah, make sure to like the video, subscribe, go and watch my full instructional YouTube videos, my live streams, etc. And definitely, I hope you enjoy the content you see. Hey, Willie, I have a question. Did you block Evan? No. Hey, Easy24, it's been a while since you've been on the stream. Glad you could be here. My name's Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Hey, from Greece, what's it like in Greece today? Have you seen any Greek gods recently? Anybody walking around? Very, very nice. Glad you could be here from Greece. You have really awesome beaches. Your beaches, Santorini, like that beach is so nice. So very cool, very cool. Hey from Bangladesh, glad you could be here. What's this live stream about? It's all about Uniquely Mia manicures. What's my major? I'm a graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. Hey Amet, how are you doing? Hola, hola, how are you doing today? That's the extent to my Spanish. Thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate your support. Okay, people guessing my age. Very cool, very cool. Willie said, who do you think is more likely to not flush the toilet, me or Evan? I have no idea. I don't know that about you guys. Like, yeah, the only way you know if somebody's, I don't know, guys. The only way you don't know if somebody's gonna flush the toilet or not is like if you've lived in the same household as them, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make that inference about you guys, honestly. I sound like Solomon. Okay. You knew Solomon personally? Wow. Very cool. Hey, Tommy. How are you doing today? Can you say 6'7"? Hey, Walter. I'm doing good, Walter. How are you doing today? Hey, Shrimpy. Kat said, all right, I'm back. Welcome back. Ooh, nice. You're ordering delivery today? Okay, nice. Okay, you don't know what you're going to order yet. All right. But you've been eating in this whole week. Yeah, so today's a treat. Obviously, it's Friday. Yeah. Fridays, I don't really like to cook. I'm going to meal prep. I still have the ziti from last week, but I feel like I'm going to force myself to meal prep on Sunday because I know that ziti's not going to last long. I'm going to live stream the meal prep and process for you guys, obviously. I'll be making, I think, red beans and rice my mom had me buy, and then, I don't know, something else. I feel like I have fish or something I'll make it with. But I went to Walmart. I said that like 100 times already, but I was debating, should I get Subways or should I just get like ingredients to make a hero? I was like, I don't want to spend $11 on like a Subway sandwich, so I just got the ingredients to make like a at-home hero. So I just had that. So it was okay. I put too much mayonnaise in it, but it was okay. So yeah, I say that to say Friday is a day you eat out, I guess. I mean, I eat out every day, unfortunately. I mean, well, I try to meal prep, but like when you're at school, at least it's one meal a day, right? So even though I eat out, it's not the healthiest. I guess I'm not gaining all the calories because it's only one meal a day. But yeah. Hey, the chef, chief, glad you could be here. I'm from the United States. Where are you from? I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Shun? Studies said, okay. Okay. Cam said, I like math, but this regression and analysis class, stats class, has made me dislike math. Oh no, that sounds like a lot of math. I did not know that program that you're in has a lot of math. It seems like all my life I've been trying to run away from math, and like programs that I've entered where you think they would have no math. Those are the programs that dive heavily into math for some reason. I should have just studied math at this point. That's not good. Too much math classes. But I wish you all the best, Cam. You will crush it. You'll do great, I'm sure. All right, what are we saying? Give us Doritos. Thank you so much for the Doritos shadow, Moons. Really appreciate your kindness. What are you saying? Cam said, I guess I just like the aspect of math that it has a right or a wrong. So once you get it, versus English is relative. That is, yeah, I can understand that for sure. What I do like about math, even though I don't like math, one thing that I can say that I like about it, like you said, Cam, in a way, once you get it right, you get it right. So if you know the proper steps on how to acquire the correct answer, math can be very fun and it can be the easiest class you have, right? Because like even when I was an undergrad, that's when I took a lot of math classes. I will say, even though math was like my most time consuming class, once I knew what I was doing, it was my least stressful class because like I knew the steps. Like if I had a math exam, I see the question, I'm jumping straight into the question because I know the steps to follow. Whereas if I had a psychology exam, you got to reread the question because it's just words. So I will say math is not my favorite, but once you understand math, I feel like it can be really easy for sure. Harry Potter, okay, the glasses. And that's honestly this is how I tell if you guys have seen Harry Potter or not. The glasses, honestly. And when I was rewatching Harry Potter when I was younger, that's why it's good to rewatch, I guess, your favorite movies when you're older. Because when I was younger and I watched the Harry Potter movies, I always thought Harry Potter was the main character. I always thought the movie was about him, right? I told you I rewatched a Harry Potter movie this week, right? The Harry Potter movies, it is about him, but like he's not the main character. He is the main character, but he's just one of the main characters. At the core, Harry Potter movies is mostly about teamwork, honestly, because that's what it is. It's about teamwork. Because if you rewatch the movies and you pay critically attention, each person has their own starlight in a way, right? And the only reason Harry Potter was able to defeat you know who, right? It's because of his friends. Without his friends, Harry Potter would never have succeeded, right? So I feel like that's why it's good to rewatch your favorite movies when you're older, because when I was younger, I always thought the main character was Harry Potter, but it's really not. It's multiple main characters. And Draco Malfoy is low-key a chicken. He's low-key a chicken, honestly. I did not notice that. I don't know why when I was younger I thought he wasn't a chicken, but like when you rewatch it, you realize just how bad Draco Malfoy really is, man. He is a scaredy cat. He really is. That's just really funny. But yeah. So what I do want to rewatch next is the Divergent series. Hunger Games, I do like the Hunger Games, but like the Hunger Games was never my favorite. Like I did really love it, but like it was never like my top 5 movies. It was definitely like my top 10 for sure. It was Harry Potter and the Divergent, which I really love. So I'll rewatch the Divergent series for sure. Hey Willie. Willie said, I think Evan should be supervised by his parents forever because he seems like he can't take care of himself. Okay. Kat said, I don't understand how studio can curse up a storm. I can still see their comments, but I really do my comments disappear into the other. Wow. Okay, your comments disappear. I did not know that. Wow. I guess the more people comment, I guess the more the YouTube live streams like make it disappear. Maybe that's why. Happy Friday, Avalo. Salute to you as well. How's your week today? Anything relates to you on chemistry? Huh? Okay. Kat said, Willie Evan isn't even here. Why are you still talking about them? Yeah. Oh wow, it's Saturday in the Philippines. Okay, so what's tomorrow like? You're from India, welcome. You're handsome as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, how are you doing? Ben Moore, glad you could be here. Hey, Layla. Okay. Hey, I heard you talk about math. Okay. You're having a hard time figuring out the summation symbol equation. Can you give me tips for those questions? What is that? I don't know that symbol. Let me Google that symbol. What is that symbol? Let me see if I'm equipped, knowledgeable to do that. if I'm not knowledgeable, I'll just redirect you to another great YouTuber out there. Oh yeah, I remember this. I forgot what it means, but I remember this. When I knew what this meant, I was really good at it for sure. I don't have my math books with me, but like the symbol looks very familiar. I was good at it when I knew what the symbol meant, but I forgot that symbol meant. But I will direct you to all the great YouTube teachers out there on YouTube. For sure, YouTube University is a real thing. So what I recommend you do is go to YouTube, click the search bar, and just search it up. And I'm sure somebody is going to be able to teach you about that for sure. But if you want to learn about public administration and criminal justice, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my education playlist. So yeah, I knew what that symbol was, but I forgot, honestly, and I don't have my notes with me. So unfortunately, I'm unable to help you this current moment of time with that. Okay, I like the purple a little more. One thing that I have noticed about my nails, darker colors, it makes my nails look short. So I guess subconsciously that's why that's why my nails, even if it's super duper cold outside, that's why I'll be wearing a vibrant, bright color, because bright colors make my nails look longer. Because I'm painting this purple on, and I'm like, why does my nails look so short? I know my nails are longer than this. Purple's a dark color. Dark colors make my nails look short. I guess it makes sense too, because what they said, if you want to look skinny, wear black. So that means black subconsciously makes you look short or slimmer. So I guess the same thing with your nails. If you paint your nails dark colors, it looks skinnier. Skinnier for nail language equates to shorter. But I don't want my nails to look long. I don't want it to look short. Oh, it's honestly pretty. I kind of like this one. I kind of like it. It's very, like, in your face. I kind of like it. Hey, Henry. Glad you could be here. How's your day going? You viewers in chat, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, and hit the bell and stay tuned for some future videos. 100%. I like the emojis that you use. Very cool emojis. Hey, how are you doing, babyface? Hey, what's your name? Tamana? Tamara? Well, no, that's not Tamara. Tamana? Okay, very cool name. Welcome. Thank you. Glad you loved my live stream. Glad you like my accent. Thank you. Okay, yes. Shout out to that individual. Shout out to Layla, who provided what the salutation symbol means. Tomorrow to US is Sunday. What? Oh, because you're in the Philippines. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow for you, Sunday. Yeah, Saturday for me tomorrow. You know what? Get you one of these. You know what this is? This is a TI-84 calculator. As long as your professor allows you to have it, get yourself one of these. For all those people who ask me what the equation means, what the sign means, not sponsored, get yourself a Texas Instrument calculator. You will spend about $200 on this calculator, but like, get yourself one of these, all right? It's gonna make your life a lot more easier. For all, because I'm seeing people typing all these random symbols in the chat. If your professor says you can have it, get it. I know if you're like in middle school, you can't have it, but like, one of these, okay? It'll help you. Is that purple color? Yeah, it's a purple color. Pythanogram? What? What is a Pythanogram? What? Man, I feel like we learned different math. For sure, I forgot a lot. Wow, okay. Yes, I am in school. I am a graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. Kat said, Mia, I have had super random hyperfixations on woodworking. Wow, okay, and furniture making. It sounds really cool. My grandfather used to make furniture. Okay, oh, the videos. Okay, you've never had experience with it, but it's so cool. Last week I met an in real life friend, okay, who does that stuff for a living. Wow, that's really awesome. So, hey, I'm sure that friend has like a unique skill, and like their services they charge top tier for. I mean, my grandfather taught my mom how to do that. She could have taught me. We could have been in business with like the upholstery, the chair. That would have been a delicacy in society, a dying craft for sure. Homemade chairs would have making the big bucks for that, but alas, or make videos on it for you guys, right? But like, my grandfather didn't teach my mom how to do it. So my mom doesn't know how to do it. I mean, the skill died. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? The skill ended with him, even though he's still alive. The skill ended with him, right? So, once again, I don't know why. I feel like I asked him why he didn't teach my mom one time. I think he said she wasn't interested in learning. But then again, my mom said that her dad never asked her if she wanted to learn too. So, I guess he just thought. I feel like he thought it was a skill that like wouldn't be relevant in society, which I understand. I totally understand that. Like him thinking like that skill is not relevant in society because honestly, it would. It's not that it's not relevant. It's just like not a lot of people have it. So I feel like the mindset of my grandfather when he didn't teach like any of his kids how to do that, particularly my mom, was saying that I think he looked at society and he was like, what are the skills that most people in society have? And he latched on saying since most people in society don't have that skill, it's not a relevant skill. Not necessarily good to do, but that's what he most likely did. And I feel like he would if I were to ask. I feel like he can't teach me how to do it anymore. Not to say he's too old, but like no. So, but like I feel like he also thought it wasn't a girl job too, so sexist once again. And like if when my grandparents are quote unquote sexist, I really don't care. I mean, they're my grandparents, so they just grew up in a different generation. But that's definitely what played into him not teaching my mom how to build those chairs and upholstery, him being sexist. But like it's okay, it's okay. It's kind of not because it's like sewing. It's like I want him to teach me how to sew. That's what I want him to teach me how to do because he used to make clothes too. And I'm like, I feel like if I were to ask my grandfather to teach me how to sew, he would do it. It's just my grandmother. No, she's gonna start screaming, and I'm not doing that. So I'll teach myself how to sew. He did give me one of his sewing machines, so I'll teach myself how to do that. But like, sounds like a really cool, amazing skill, Cats and Pokemon, that your friend has for sure. Sounds really awesome. Hey, Black Wolf, how are you doing? Give me the calculator? No. Nope, that's mine. You need to go out and buy yours. I have had this calculator since high school, all right? So that's what I'm saying. It's expensive. Save your money, get it, and trust me, it'll help you with some of your math classes that you have. Like, math traumatized me so much. Like, why do I have this here? I could have left this at home. Like, I haven't taken no math classes, but I'm like, you know what? And I know how to use, like, literally, if I go into my college algebra textbooks, I have, like, all the different, what is it? The different rules on how to use this calculator to make solving questions easier. I remember one year I was taking a statistics class, and everyone in the group chat, they were complaining how hard the statistics class was. One, mostly because they didn't go to tutor, and the professor was offering I went to tutor and everything, so I knew how to solve the problems by hand in that statistics class, and I knew how to solve it with my calculator. But like, they did not have one of these calculators, and when I tell you, they were crying in the group chat. I got exempt from the final exam. I was doing so good in that statistics class. I got exempt from the final. I had to help them out before they took the final because, like, people in the chat, they were literally begging people to help me because they did not know what to do. So literally, before the final exam, they had like study guides they would create. I had to like send them information on how to help them with it. So this is going to help you if you get one of these. And pay attention, to be honest. Utilize your professors for sure. Statistics was fun. I did like statistics. I really did want to change my minor to statistics, but then I registered for a class and the professor was really bad, and the professor that I really liked retired. So I'm like, you know what, lady? You retired, and this other professor has terrible reviews. I'm not minoring in statistics anymore because your professor matters, right? Your professor does matter. The type of professor you have and you paying attention in class, because your professor can make or break your grade. I strongly believe that. Like, obviously, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know the work, but at the same time, professors, when they grade your schoolwork, they are somewhat subjective in that. So if your professor has terrible reviews and you feel like your professor is not going to be subjective with you, I mean, not going to be neutral with you, don't take that professor, because professors' personal feelings and ideals plays into your grading for sure. So, like, if I ever had a professor that had terrible reviews, or I was ever going to take a professor with terrible reviews, I'm like, I'm not doing it, because you're subjective with your grading, and I don't know how that subjectivity is going to impact me. But it's not to say I didn't take some professors that had bad reviews. I mean, I did take some professors that had bad reviews, but the thing about that, I had no choice. And let me tell you, one time I was taking a psychology summer class, right? Because I used to when I was an undergrad, I took summer classes to graduate early. Graduated in 3 years, so it did work out. I mean, my summers really sucked, but it worked out, right? When I tell you, that was a 4-week summer class, guys, and the professor, when I tell you that professor had terrible reviews, she had terrible reviews. When I took the first exam, I cried. I called my mom and I was literally crying. I thought I would have ended that class with a C. That would have been the first class since I entered the world of higher education that I would have gotten a C on. Because when I tell you her exams were terrible, it was terrible, right? But like my mom was like, then my mom was like, if you got a C, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay, right? And then, but what I did was I didn't call the professor, but like, no, I called the professor. She gave us her number. So I called the professor. I scheduled a meeting with her, and I literally asked her in that meeting. I was like, what do I need to do to get an A? Like, because my grade was so bad, I didn't even say an A. I just said like a B, right? I was like, what do I need to do to get a B? She was like, do this, do this, do this, do this. I did everything. I was literally, when I tell you that was the hardest class I ever worked for, I'm not even lying. I was looking like for practice problems. I was making my own practice problems for the exam. Why did I end with an A in that class? I was not supposed to get an A in that class at all, but I was really not. But you know what happened? I feel like literally that summer class started with 20 people. At the end, I'm not even exaggerating, there was like 10 people left in the class. Half the people dropped out, half the people failed, but I got an A. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I just took my grade. I never spoke to that professor ever again in my life. But so, no, I'll tell you that story. Sometimes you gotta listen to the reviews, but at the same time, I have also taken professors that have really bad reviews and have had good positive experiences with them for sure, right? So if you are a college student, graduate student, if you're a grad student, you really don't have a choice in the classes you take. If you want to graduate, take the classes. Don't care about the reviews. I mean, just pray and do your work, honestly. But if you're an undergrad student, you have choices in the classes you want to take and the professors you want to take. So, like, I will say this. If you see consistent negative reviews, particularly speaking about the professor's grading and their teaching style, the professor's probably going to be bad. But if you see consistent negative reviews about saying, this person gave me a C, this person gave me a D, and it was because like her exams were so hard, or like it was because she was grading me very subjective, register for the class. And when you register for the class, use like that add drop period to see if you like it, like if you think the professor is gonna work into your learning style, right? Because remember, people have different learning styles and people's personalities react to each other. So like when I register for quote unquote bad professors, sometimes I stayed in their class and they were really great professors to me. Some of my favorite professors, people say they were terrible when I read their rate my professor reviews. And I'm like, you were great. I loved you as a professor. If I could take some more of your classes, I'll take some more of your classes, right? Because that just depends on the person. So yeah. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like my glasses. Hey, from Argentina. What's it like in Argentina today? I'm in the United States, guys. Apex said my parents told me. Okay, Kat said, I'm going to ask them if I can join them in their studio to watch them work. Yeah, that sounds awesome, Kat. If you're able to join, let us know how it went for you. That sounds really cool. But yeah, I can't believe this random internet hobby I've been watching came to be a real thing for me now. You're manifesting it, Kat. You subconsciously manifested it. What did I tell you? Manifestation is very powerful. It is very true, Kat. So you engaging with like those YouTubers' videos and watching those contents, you subconsciously manifested the opportunity to one day like build furniture yourself or see somebody building furniture in real life. So yeah, we need more people like you, not these AI babies we got now. Okay, you would like to kiss me? No, thank you. No, don't do that. No. Hey, how are you doing? Sasa, glad you could be here. Good evening from the Netherlands. Hey, Arnell, how are you doing? Welcome from Portugal. No, I do not speak Portuguese, but what's it like in Portugal? I cannot do a backflip at all. Okay, somebody is trying to, what is this, rage bait? I've been able to point out the rage baiters. Somebody email me? I've been able to point out the rage baiters a little bit, guys. Okay, so let's do a second coat of this green. But welcome everybody to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. Shout out if you are a returning supporter. I really appreciate your continued support. It really means a lot that you guys enjoy the content and you guys come back. Shout out to all my returning supporters who have been on the stream today. Shout out to Cats and Pokemon. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Evan. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Arnell. Shout out to Wes. Shout out to all my returning supporters in your soul, guys, who have been on the stream today. Shout out to all my returning supporters and subscribers who are not on the stream. I really appreciate your continued support. For all the new people here, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I share what my life is like. I am a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. I have fashion videos, travel videos, cooking videos, eat with me, manicure videos, and a lot more. I live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know, how's your week? Do you guys got any plans? What are you guys eating today? I know some people said they're going to order food out. I said I had a sandwich today for dinner/lunch. So, yeah. I really need to focus when I do my nails. I don't like messing up my nails. Yes, I've been doing my nails for more than 5 years now, maybe like 10 years. It's kind of scary when I say that. The other day, I was lying down in my room, and I had an epiphany that I've been alive for more than 10 years. I'm like, what in the world? What do you mean I've been alive for more than 10 years? It's just so funny when I had that epiphany, because I was like, if I said that 10 years ago, I was like, nope, I wasn't here. But now I could say that. I'm like, oh snap, that's kind of weird, to be honest. So I've been doing my nails for a super duper long time, guys. Wow, it's 11 p.m. where you're at, girl. Wow, well, shout out to you for being on the live stream so late. Hey, Big, how are you doing? My cousin asks, why is your hair like that? Because I braided it, and I just tied it back in, like, a ponytail, that's why. Kat said, LOL. Mia said, nope. Yeah, like, no, don't do that. The only person who can kiss me is my mom and my grandmother. Like, no, everybody else, no, Evan said, I had a wrap pizza and fries. Evan, I have to ask, what in the world is a wrap pizza? I've never heard of that before. What's in it? Hey, Big Jones, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing? Hello. Yeah, shout out to all the people on the live stream, all the people who have liked the video, subscribed, and who are watching the stream. Evan said, Mia, I still can't get my nails straight. LOL. What do you mean your nails straight? Are you trying to file your nails? I'm not going to file my nails because I like it how it is. But if you want to file your nails straight and it's crooked, I will say, as my nails continue to grow, if I can maintain my manicure, my nails always break. I'm trying really hard to not make my nails break. If I feel like my nails are getting too long, I'm just going to cut it, because I prefer to cut it down shorter rather than have it break. But after a while, my nails are growing kind of straight now, but after a while, you're going to see as it grows, it's going to curve, because our natural nails, when it grows for some reason, it just curves when it grows. You can kind of file for that, but you have to watch it so you can file underneath, like, before it starts to curve. What I recommend when you file your nails, just go, like, straight. So, like, if I were to file this nail, it would have to be, like that, and then like that, and then like that. You don't want to be like, sometimes you'll watch some videos and people are filing their nails and they're like moving the nail file in all directions. No, don't do that. That's bad. When you file your nails, you want to move in one direction, you want to move in another direction, then you want to move in another direction, and that's going to hopefully help your nails get a little straight. And then you can always cut it. Like, you'll see, when my nails get to a certain point and I decide to cut it with a nail file, it's just going to cut off the tip of my nails, and it's gonna come, it's gonna get the shape back, right? So, like, as my nails grows, it's gonna turn into like an almond shape, but I tend to like the square. So when my nails tend to turn into the almond shape, all I have to do is cut off the tip, and it's gonna turn back into a square, right? And when my nails are square, it's straight. So yeah, but if your nails curve, it's just natural. You can always go to the nail salon, but like, I'm very scared sometimes to go to the nail salon. Honestly, I haven't been to the nail salon in a super duper long time, but I don't like going to the nail salon, and I feel like I would be scared to go to the nail salon and have them cut my nails for me, because I'm like, you'll be too rough. You don't know how to take care of my nails like I know how to take care of my nails, right? So I would micromanage them too much, to be honest. I did that when I was in last last year? Yeah, last year when my mom and I were in Trinidad, we went to the nail salon, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Trinidad and Tobago videos. You can see that. And we went outside of the airport, and like it was like $7-8 to get my nails done there. So my mom said it's very cheap. She said it was affordable. So she's like, go ahead and get a manicure. So I got the manicure. Literally the whole time the girl was doing my nails, why was I micromanaging her? Like literally, she was doing my nails and I was talking to her, and then I was like, she did the coat and she's like, she's done. I'm like, oh look at that. She's like, oh, let me go and fix it. Like look at, like you need to do my nails right. So I feel like when you do your nails and you finally go to have somebody do it, you micromanage them too much, right? So yeah, that's because she was talking to me more than she was doing my nails. She was telling me a whole bunch of random stuff, to be honest. So I was just sitting there like, yep, yep. So that's why she didn't do it right the first time. Evan said, I feel as though I've seen a lot of women with badly done nails done at home, but when I see women who go to the nail salon, nails are always perfect. Yeah, Evan, learning to do your nails at home is a skill. So I understand. That's why if I see somebody doing their nails at home and it looks bad, I mean, I'm not going to judge them for it, because you know what? At least you tried. And I know what it was like when I first started doing my nails at home. It's really hard, guys, because what people tend to do when they start doing manicures at home, they make each layer thick, right? You make each layer thick, one, so it's not going to dry properly. Two, you don't allocate enough time to dry your nails. It takes honestly 2 hours for your nails to fully dry when you do it at home. All right, after 5 to 10 minutes, you can move around, but if you smudge your nails, it's done for. All right, it's not going to be dry. So literally, if you do your nails at home, you need to do thin layers. That's why my layers are thin. I do 2 coats, right? If I do more than 2 coats, just know I can keep my hands still for hours, right? So, you need to do thin. You need to allocate enough time to dry your nails. Do you have proper base coat and top coat? Guys, I found Nail Aid literally like 2 years ago. This is $5 a bottle. This is ridiculous for nail polish. Clear nail polish, this is $5 a bottle. But anytime before I go home, best believe I'm going to Walmart and I'm getting like 4 bottles of this, because when I go home, there's no access to this Nail Aid product. But this is like the best top coat and base coat that I've ever used. So you need to find a good top coat, you need to find a good base coat, right? That's gonna grow your nails and make sure your nails are shiny and keep it good. So yeah, learning to do your nails at home is definitely a skill. So that's why I feel like people like my mom, she's tried to do her nails at home. It's not that she doesn't do a good job. She just moves too fast. And like the key to making your nails look like you got it done at the manicure, if you're an at-home nail person, you gotta paint your cuticle. That's the main thing. When people tell me, or if I see people on social media doing their nails at home for the first time, they are so scared to paint their cuticle or paint close to their cuticle because they're like, it's gonna look bad. That's what you gotta do. You gotta literally get up there and paint your cuticle, because when you go to nail salon, you don't have a gap. You don't have a gap in your nails. They paint all the way up to your cuticle. So yeah, it's definitely a learning curve for sure to do your nails at home. Hey Dope, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey Mocha. Hey Ben Moore, glad you could be here. Evan said, I only thought the price in the US were cheap. I paid $10 for nails in Houston. Well, Evan, you have the British pounds. So for you who has British pounds or euros, when you come to the United States, things are going to be a little cheaper for you by default, because your money is worth more than the United States dollar, right? So especially compared to European prices. So one, that's why it was most likely cheaper for you too. And since then, I'm not sure when you came to the United States. I feel like you said it was a few years ago. Inflation has happened in America for sure. So the cost of everything has substantially increased for sure. Hey, badly glad you could be here. Evan said UK prices for nails are like a premium service. It sucks we don't even have good pedicures here. It costs around $50 just for a feet pedicure, which doesn't include oh wow, don't include massage. Okay, wow. Yeah, I saw a TikTok video too today, and people were like, beauty maintenance in the UK was expensive. I've seen that. Yeah, on social media, a lot of people complain about that. Evan said, I've paid so much for a foot spa. It's a ridiculous price in here. I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. And another thing to remember, guys, depending on the jurisdiction you live in, prices are going to be more money or less, because it just relates to the cost of living factor. So like you said, Evan, when you are in the United States, you're in Houston and you feel like a manicure is only $10. Well, Houston compared to New York, I feel like prices may be a little more affordable. In Houston, since that's a southern state and New York is a northern state, northern states tend to be a little bit more expensive than southern states, right? So yeah, we're depending on the geographic area you visit to, that contributes to the price of things. Come study in China University. We need DEI students. Oh, diversity, equity. I mean, I'll speak Chinese, but like, what scholarship you giving me if I were to come and study in China? Like, oh snap. Yeah, what scholarship? Are you like a representative for a university in China? If you are, I mean, like, what's my scholarship going to be like? What's my stipend going to be like? You say you need DEI students, so I feel like we might be compensated really well for that, right? But I don't speak Chinese. Do you need to be able to speak Chinese for that? Just charging? A minute. Good thing I bought a new charger outside, because this one charger I've had, it's low-key been acting up, guys. Charge. 1 second. I need to get the other charger. Like, I don't get that. How does your cord just stop working? Well, that is unfortunate. Y'all fell down. Okay, it's charging now. 1 minute, guys. Wait a minute. Alrighty. Oh, come on, dude. 1 second. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. Alright. I'm using my phone, my table stand tripod, that's why. I'm not using the big one. See? 2 hours. Look, I smudged it. I'll fix it though, it's okay. Let me read some of y'all comments. I gotta do a second coat on this hand. This only has the first coat. God, this one got smudged a little bit too. It's okay, I'll fix it. Evan said, I find I add too much cost, okay, on one and not enough on the other. Do you think gel polish is better? I was a gel person. I was a gel person for literally like 3 months. I say that because I remember one year I asked my mom to get me a gel set for Christmas, and she did. But literally like 3 months after she sent me a, she called me, was like, don't use gel anymore. People said it gives you cancer, so I stopped using it. But I will say, when I was using the gel polish, I feel like my application was wrong because I wasn't familiar with gel polish. So what I found, anytime I dried my nails with the lamp, it would always dry grainy. And people said like the gel is supposed to stay on your nails for like 2 weeks. Why was it peeling after 3 weeks? So I feel like gel polish, it can be very good if you get a good brand, one that's like reputable, you can say. But mine was just a random one from Walmart, so I don't even know if it was a good brand or not, or maybe my application was wrong. So I say that to say my knowledge of gel polish isn't good, but if you ask my mom, she loves gel polish. Then again, anytime my mom gets a manicure, she goes to the nail salon and she has the nail salon do it for her. So the nail salon, she's using the nail salon's product, but when I tell you the nail salon's product with the gel polish is so good, like I tried to take it off for her with my acetone nail polish remover, it wasn't coming off, right? So it just depends on the brand gel polish that you get. I'm more familiar with just like regular basic nail polish brands. I mean, I always recommend LA Colors. It's affordable, it's very pigmented. Yeah, Sally Hansen is good. The only thing I don't like about Sally Hansen, it's expensive, but Sally Hansen, it dries so dry. I don't know, their formula is not thick, Sally Hansen nail polish. When I tell you it dries dry, it literally dries dry for some reason, right? But
If you don't even know how to say it, go to Burlington. I love Burlington. I just could go in there and get my nail polish. I use Burlington has nail polish. Best believe I'm gonna get it if I see it, and their type of polish they have is really good, I think. But I'm not that familiar with gel polish. Can I touch your hair? No. Hey puppy, how are you doing? Drake said, what if someone chipped your nails while you were sleeping as a prank? I would be really upset. Really upset. Low-key, my mom has done that to me, not while I was sleeping, but like subconsciously, because she makes me wash a lot of dishes when I'm home, and she doesn't get me gloves to protect my nails when I wash the dishes. So when all the water gets in my nails, it subconsciously chips my nails. So when I go to sleep, it's like my mom is chipping away my nails. And then one day I'll go and wash the dishes, and then I'll go in the living room, sit down, I'll look at my mom, and I'll show her my nails, and my nails are chipped. So that has somewhat happened before Drake, not as a prank. So, yeah. It's very sad when it happens. It's very traumatizing. Especially like after I put so much work in my nails and I go home and my nails break because my mom has me washing so much dishes and she doesn't get me gloves to protect my nails. It's very traumatizing. It's not good at all. But like, I mean, I'll be upset about it. I'm always upset and sad when it happens. But like, hey, it just restarts the nail growth journey. And like, it's so funny too because like I love my long nails. But like, I don't know. I think I developed a coping mechanism. So when all my nails finally break, and it has to get to a point where like it looks bad because like let's say this finger were to break today, I'm not cutting off all my nails. I'm like, okay, it'll grow back. But like if 3 of my fingers break, like not my fingers, but if 3 of my nails break, then I'll have to make a commitment and cut off all my nails to start again. Sometimes I like the short nail era, right? The short nails are cute sometimes. Like you see it, okay, it's nice. Short nails. It takes longer for the short nail when, okay, I'm talking, my words are all jumbled, right? So when I have short nails, it takes longer for the nail polish to chip, right? So I could leave that nail polish on for like 2 weeks straight, it will not chip. But when I have like long nails, literally after like I feel like 8 days, 9 days, my polish is gonna start to chip, sometimes even sooner, right? So sometimes I do like the short nails, sometimes because of that reason, and because sometimes when you paint your nails and you look at the short nail effect, it looks kind of pretty to me. But like literally after 2 weeks, I want my long nails back, and like I'm not getting acrylics, right? So it's always sad, like a few weeks, like the weeks after, particularly the months, for my nails to grow back. Bonjour, watch. How are you doing today? Evan said, I use Sally Hansen top and base coat. I've never heard of Nail Aid. Yeah, Nail Aid is an American brand. It's made in America. So I'm not sure if they sell it international, honestly, but you could probably check. But yeah, it's an American brand, so maybe that's why you don't see it there. But have I tried... I don't know. I probably did try Sally Hansen before in the past. Thank you, puppy. Glad you like my nails. I will say the worst base coat and top coat you can ever use. Don't get the base coat or the top coat from the dollar store. Like Dollar Tree, that dries out your nails so much. The amount of times I have used Dollar Tree's nail polish, like base coat, and it's broken my nails because it dried my nails so stiff is really bad. Evan said, ooh, you're purchasing a lilac shade. I think light blue. Oh, wow, that sounds like a really pretty nail color. I want a light blue now that you mention it. I feel like I really haven't seen a light blue polish. Some polishes you got to make yourself. So maybe one day I could make light blue because I have white polish and I have dark blue. So I can definitely make a light blue polish. That sounds really pretty. Thank you, puppy. Glad you love my nails. Okay, nice. You're 90% cheese. Okay, Tezo, how does that work? Hey, how are you doing, Mo? Glad you could be here. What are we discussing about? I'm just going through the comments, responding to y'all. Hey, Steven. Hi. Okay, how was my favorite American? Just sat with a cup of tea and digestive biscuits watching you before bed. It's 11:30 p.m. Hello, Stephen from the island of Wales. Glad you could be here. I'm doing pretty good today. How are you doing? Shout out to you for being on so late. Really appreciate it. Evan said I should pay US a visit. Okay, I'm about to reapply for my green card again. If I do get it, I will simply apply for an administrative personal assistant role. Hopefully I get it. I mean, you have to get a green card where you're allowed to work in America before you do that, but good luck. Hopefully everything works out for you. What are you saying? Hey, how are you doing, Monty? Glad you could be here. polish base coat improves my nails. Unsure how they look so good. Hey Johnson. Evan said, Mia, I think Cats will be back to tuck you in. She likes to tuck you into bed at 7. Okay, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Glad you like my nails. Feet nails. I don't do the feet nails, guys. I don't really do pedicures, honestly. Even if I did pedicures, I don't think I would stream it for y'all just because people said they pay for feet content. I mean, I don't pay. I don't have a platform where people could pay for my feet content. But hey, you never know. So I'm not going to post it for free on the internet, you could say. But anytime you see a social media person, they always censor their feet, like literally. Even people on TikTok, sometimes they censor their feet. So what is it about people and feet, guys? I guess people actually do sell their feet content, even if they have no desire to do that. They still censor it for some reason. Because the amount of social media content creators I've seen who refuse to show their feet on social media is really funny. Alright, so let's take some of, oops. Sometimes, as I always say, I don't really stress about polish if it gets on my skin, but if I can clean it up immediately, I tend to try to do that. Oopsie daisy, it's okay. I just made it worse, but it's okay. It's gonna come off. Okay, so this is what my nails look like. This one, I am going to touch up the green a little bit because I smudged it just a little bit. So let me touch up the green and then I'm going to respond to y'all. I'm thinking if I want to do a design, I'm honestly not sure at all. I might put glitter on top just because I'm experimenting with glitter to see the durability of glitter. Like if I put glitter on my nails, how long my polish can theoretically stay on without chipping. So I might put a touch of glitter polish on top. That's another hack for you guys. If you are like not a gel person, but like if you know if you're going to a beach somewhere and you know salt water takes your nails off, if you don't want gel polish, put glitter on your nails because glitter, I don't know what it does, but like it makes the nail polish stay on your nail. It like literally does. The only thing is, one time I left like my nail polish on for literally like 3 weeks straight, and when I tell you, my nail literally fell off. Literally, because it dried out so much and it had the glitter top coat. So that's why I guess you can say Uniquely Mia is like always tries to do my nails like every single week on the same day, because I remember that moment. Like my nails was long. I thought it was healthy, and when I tell you, the nail just literally fell off because it dried out because I didn't change the polish so in weeks. All right, we have you people here. They are good workers. Okay, nice. Mia said I recently applied. Mia, the routine I'm applying for entitled me to green card instantly. Okay. Kat said, all right, I'm back. Welcome back. You're gonna have a busy day tomorrow. Okay, cool. I was trying to work out the logistics, okay, of how your day would go. Okay. Well, have fun, whatever you're doing tomorrow. Don't work too hard. What are we saying? You post for free. You are African. What in the world do you mean by that? What? Hey, how are you doing, Joshua? Glad you could be here. No, I'm not part of the LGBTQ community, but if you're part of that community, you are more than welcome on the live stream. Thank you. Glad you like my polish, puppy. Really appreciate your kind words. Kat said, I've seen people censor their dog. Oh no, that's crazy. No, but it's good. It's like protecting your dog's integrity for sure, right? So yeah, but it's really cool. It's really interesting. Like, sometimes I see people censor, like, their kid's face. Like, if I knew how to do that, I would definitely censor, like, my nephew and G's face on my fully traditional YouTube. I mean, I know how to do it now, but I feel like there's no point because, the old, not the old support, but the supporters who've been around for a while, you guys know what they look like. But, like, I guess from now on, if they're in my fully traditional YouTube videos, if they're not moving too much, I just may start censoring their face because, they're minors. Like, yeah, I mean, they can consent to be on the stream, but their consent doesn't necessarily matter because they're minors, right? And then again, they have like very interesting people on the internet, so like I really like when people censor little kids' faces. So yeah, when I have little kids on my fully traditional YouTube videos from now on, I'm gonna censor their face. And live streams, I will say you probably won't see their faces anymore on the live streams. The little minors in my family, if I'm controlling the camera, just because I don't want to get a false community guideline strike. And once again, I guess to protect their privacy a little bit. But if you scroll enough in my videos, you'll see. But yeah, so but it's good to censor some things for sure. Steven said they're doing good. Okay. Okay, glad you're doing good. Thank you. So glad that you love my live stream, Steven. Glad you're getting the positive vibes from it. Have you ever thought of doing an ASMR video? Yes, I've done one. No, I've done 2 ASMR videos on my channel. One of them was giving my mom a scalp massage. You guys really like that because I got like 300, 400 views on that video. My mom really enjoyed it too because she fell asleep. So when I go home, I'm definitely going to do an updated one, especially now that I have my microphone. So you guys will really be able to hear like me massaging my mom's scalp, like with the scalp sensation sound. So I do have that ASMR video on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go see it, go to my YouTube homepage, click videos, and you're going to have to scroll a little bit and you'll see it. It says like ASMR video on dreadlocks, but it has like soft music playing in the background. Excuse me. And then my second ASMR video that I did, it was a very short ASMR video, but it still can be categorized as ASMR. Go to my YouTube homepage, click videos, and you're still gonna have to scroll a little bit for that. So I didn't make a separate playlist. I should make an ASMR playlist now that I'm thinking about it. I'll do that. And you can watch. I was unboxing my microphone, this microphone right here, so it says unbox, like my new microphone with me. If you watch that video towards the end, there is some ASMR content in there. But I love watching ASMR content, so I like making the videos too. It's just like a lot of work because you got to make sure the background is good, like it's nice and quiet. But they're really fun. They're really soothing too to listen to, I feel like, which is great. Yes, the nail actually fell off, Evan. I'm not even exaggerating. It was very shocking because that was the first time that happened to me. But that taught me, do not leave your nail polish on longer than 2 weeks. Because if you leave it on longer than 2 weeks, it's really going to dry your nails and it's not going to be good. I feel as though nail polish deprives them the nail from oxygen. Yeah, in a way it kind of does too. And then in my defense too, I wasn't keeping my nails moisturized because like nail polish is really good because it makes your nails stronger, but at the same time, without nail polish on your nails, it's weak, at least in my experience, because my nails are so comfortable with having that nail polish on. But like you said, in a way, nail polish is like, it's like glue you're putting on top of your natural nail, so it's not getting the oxygen in there. So when that happens, the key to combat that is to moisturize your nail. So that's why baby oil, lotion, if you want to put like Vaseline on your nail, things like that, that's how you kind of try to alleviate that. And like the recommended length of time for gel polish and regular polish is 2 weeks. So don't leave it on longer than 2 weeks. And that's in that instance when my nail fell off, like I said, it was on my nails for like 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm just adding a third coat. I'm being very thin with it because I'm looking at my green nail polish. And when I tell you, it's like this green polish. It's not that the green polish within itself is thin. It's just not that pigmented. So we're just going in. And you guys see how I'm getting close to my cuticle and I'm not scared, right? My hand is kind of steady because I've been doing this for a while, but like you gotta paint close to your cuticle. That is key to getting the semi-professional look. And then, as I always say, my last tip of the day, even though I say it in all my videos that I do with manicures, do not be scared. If you get nail polish on your nails, not on your nails, if you get nail polish on your skin, don't panic and think it's the end of the world, that your manicure is ruined. That is not the case, all right? Because when you wash your hands like 3 different times with soap, it's gonna come off, guys. It's gonna be okay. Ma'am, your favorite nail polish color? Pink. I love the color pink. I have like numerous shades of pink. I have two different shades of pink currently in my room, but when I go home, I have a lot more. I have like this light shade of pink that I really love. And then I have like, this is like another one, but this is like a little deeper color of like a baby pink. So pink is definitely my favorite color. Any shade of pink, to be honest, but I do like the hot pink like this. I have a nail polish in this color, but it's at home. It's not at school. Pink nail polish in this color, my favorite. Evan said, I'm sad today. I forgot to buy my usual chocolate bars and I have no dessert. Oh no! What type of chocolate bars do you normally get? Oh, ma'am, your nails are really, really beautiful. Thank you so much, Johnson. Glad you like my nails. I like it as well. Thank you so much for the love, Esmeralda. Cool name, cool name. Ooh, you get Turkish Delight chocolate bar. Wow, I've never had that before. I have to try it one day. Sounds good. Hey, So-So, how are you doing? Glad you could be here, no one. Steven said, I have something for you to look up. Okay. Look on Google for... Okay. Let's see. You're lucky my computer's right in front of me. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Evan said I would censor my eyes. Okay, I feel as though that gives your identity away. No, like, yeah, I can see that. But like, if you're looking at like forensic criminal minds, what gives your identity away is your eyes, your teeth, and your fingers, like, for sure. So it's like you have sense of your eyes and your teeth, I feel like, because people can be identified by their smile. But yeah, that makes sense. Hey, how are you doing back? Glad you could be here. Kat said it's actually going to be, ooh, a fun day. Nice. First, you're going to a woman's only vendor market. Awesome. Then later, your roommate is going to drive us to a different town to see, oh, your friend's new house and have a bonfire. Sounds amazing, Kat. Have an awesome time. Hey, Esmeralda, thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate your support. You're awesome as well, Toby. Thank you so much for your kind words. No, I'm not in high school. I'm in graduate school. I had like a turkey sandwich today, Drake. I made like a at-home hero sandwich. I got the hero bread, I got the honey turkey, the American cheese, lettuce, and I had that. What's my name? My name is Uniquely Mia, Esmeralda. What are you saying? Evan said I need to go to bed early today. It's late here. All right. It was a pleasure having you on, Evan. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube short. All right, puppy. So you are requesting black nail polish. So what I'm going to tell you to do, puppy, is like the video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and perhaps in the next live stream, next Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I can do some black nail polish for you, if I remember. So yeah, or I'll do a poll next week, or we'll do black nail polish possibly. We'll see. So yeah, come back to next week's live stream for the next manicure video. Hey Paul, how are you doing today? Good night, Mia. Take care, man. All right, it was a pleasure having you on, Steven. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube short. Always a pleasure when you're on. Have a great day. Sue said, have been asking for your email for a while now. Remember, is nothing harmful. Just want to have a private chat with you. Evan said, I suppose nails are an organic part of us. So you would need to keep them in the natural state. I mean, I feel like I can get behind that argument that some people would make. I mean, I would also come at to say that God gave humans the intelligence or knowledge to come up with a lot of different advancements and different things that they can add on to their body to make themselves feel happy, and thus God gave man the knowledge to create nail polish. So I'm gonna keep using the nail polish, right? So I mean, I understand your perspective for sure. It's like, I feel like it's the idea behind plastic surgery with people, right? Some people are like, hey, why would you get plastic surgery? This is just like your natural state. You should just keep yourself how you look. But at the end of the day, I mean, God gave man knowledge to do this stuff. Yes, is plastic surgery dangerous for some people? Yeah, but like, is it a sin? Possibly not. There's nothing against the Bible of changing how you look. So yeah, as long as you do what you want to do, it makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody, do what you want, to be honest. So yeah, more of the story is, guys, that's why human society is so great, and not great, but that's why human society should ensure that people have the option to have free will and do what they want to do ultimately, because different opinions is what makes humans unique, but having the opinion to choose what you want to do and don't want to do also makes humans unique for sure. Thank you, puppy. Glad you like my nails. Hey, how are you doing? Clifford, glad you could be here. What are we saying? That world's a book. Okay, and he who does read a single page. Okay. Kat said, Evan, have you ever tried those friends making apps? It's like dating apps, but for friends are really helpful. Okay, cool. Esmeralda said, wire is kids. What is number is? I know what is that issue? Is his number? Remember, guys, do not share your phone number on the live stream. Don't share your email address. Do not share your address that you live. All right, just to practice YouTube safety guidelines. If you want, you can share like your country that you live in, but don't share like any identifiable information like your phone number, email address, etc. All right, so stay safe out there. Evan said nails receive oxygen and nutrients from the bloodstream. Okay. Through the nails matrix. Okay, not from the air. However, it is a good idea to take a break from polish to moisturize the nails. Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I've been doing my nails for a while, so I know how to take care of my nails, but really appreciate it though. Really appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of nail polish mover in here because this is a little thick personally. This is my hack. If my nail polish is too thick or something, just add a little bit of acetone. Thin it up a little bit. Sometimes I add too much, but it's okay. I think I added too much, but we'll mix it up. Like, you can still see the nail polish mover. I want to put glitter on like one nail, see how it looks. Oh, they don't breed your nails, okay. Evan said cats. I would be afraid to meet anyone on the app. I'm perfectly sociable. Just there are a lot of, okay. Hey, how are you doing, Clifford? Glad you could be here. Hey, Mustafa, glad you could be here. Hi, just turned 18. Any advice? Yeah, don't break the law. I mean, don't think you're grown now. You're just a year older. So, think about what you want to do. You want to go to college? You want to go to trade school? You want to get a job? I mean, you might as well go to college, trade school, because the job market's really terrible unless you know somebody. Yeah, that's my advice to you. It's not much different from being any other age, in my opinion, to be honest. So, yeah. Honestly, society has a stigma on people saying, when you turn 18, you're an adult now. You can do whatever you want. Society contradicts itself. How are you an adult at 18? But yet, just to show the legal drinking age isn't until 21, that tells me society really wants to say the legal age of adulthood is 21, but they don't want to do that, right? And then, it's just another day, guys. Literally, it's just another day. I mean, if you have bad parents, not necessarily, yeah, I can't say bad parents, but I feel like bad parents, I mean, they'll kick you out when you turn 18 or try to treat you more so like an adult now that you're 18. Not good parents, in my opinion, but, yeah. Don't break the law now, because if you break the law right now, you are going to be incarcerated as an adult. So don't do that for sure. All right, let's add this on. Okay, the glitter against the purple is really pretty. It makes it very shimmery. pretty. I kind of want to add it to the green now, like do shimmery top coat. You'll see it a little better when I do the video YouTube shorts. I'm thinking, guys, should I add glitter to this hand or no? Do glitter, I did glitter on this hand. Should I add glitter to this hand? Let me know. I can't decide. I can't make a decision. Maybe on this finger because you can see a little smudge, but I don't know. Hey, how are you doing, Mayor? Glad you could be here. I'm from the United States. How are you doing today? What time is it? In my country, it's 6 p.m. Esmeralda. I'm doing good, Clifford. How are you doing? The world's book in, okay, he does not roam, reads but single page, calls it home. Okay, cool. Come to Turkey. Okay, one day we'll definitely make it to Turkey. Where are you from? You're from India. Welcome from India. I'm from the United States. Wolf said, I'm hungry. Stop with the food talk. Okay. Will do. You're so energetic. All right, nice. I'm glad I could be an energetic person for y'all. So, guys, if you have no energy, it's okay. Sit back, relax, put Uniquely Mia videos on a playlist for you, and I'll give you some energy. I'll be super duper duper energetic for sure. All right. Evan said, I had a funny tummy, okay, today and couldn't decide what to eat as it has to be healthy, okay. I really wanted a Euro doner kebab. What's it? Kebab wrap. What is that? But it's unhealthy. Well, sometimes you could treat yourself. Thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate it. Hey, GR. How you doing? Hey, SL. Hey, Mohammed. Hello. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You hate God? I love God. I mean, you're still more than welcome, but like, I mean, hopefully your life is okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Thou shalt not judge. I'm not judging you. I'm really not. But like, you were still more than welcome as long as you communicate in a kind of recyclable way. Hey, Smith, don't try to subject your opinions on other people. What we not gonna do is spam God. We ain't gonna do that. Come on, man. Hey, puppy. All right, what are you saying? I mean, not spam. We hate God. We're not gonna do that. You can say it one time, but yes, let's not do that. You love Allah. All right. Cool. Sorry, I'm reading these comments. Oh, that's really funny. Hey, Alexa, how are you doing? Good evening. What's the subject? What's happening right now? I'm just responding to the live streams right now. Thank you so much, Evan. Glad you like my sweater. If you were ever in LaGuardia's airport, I don't know, they may not have the sweater anymore, but like if you're ever in LaGuardia's airport in New York, go to like one of those gift shops, see if they have it. 2 for $35, not bad at all. Why do I have a mustache? Why did you not pay attention in human biology classes / puberty classes if you were an adult asking a female this question? I mean, if you're not an adult, if you're a little kid asking me these questions, go through human biology, wait till you go into elementary school, middle school, and you'll be taught as to why. Okay, Kat, you love the glitter top coat. Okay, nice. Thank you. Glad you like my hairline. Like it as well. Okay, add the glitter, you guys are saying to the green nails. Okay, well, add the glitter. I see 2 votes, I feel like, to the glitter. Evan said, I don't always like glitter as I don't think it fits in the casual events. I prefer glitter for weddings. Okay, I can understand that for sure. Bonjour. What's it like in not Italy, France today? You're pretty as well, Fatima. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, how are you doing? Kun, glad you could be here. My nails are disgusting. Thank you so much. I love my nails. I mean, it's disgustingly beautiful. Like, disgustingly beautiful. Understandable, like, for real, guys. You're beautiful as well, Bella. Thank you so much for your kind words. Okay, my nails are bomb. Thank you, Mr. Unclean. You're beautiful as well, Rashid. Hey, 901. Hello, much respect and love. Same to you. Love your nails. Purple is your favorite color. Very nice. Okay, cool. We're all unemployed up in this John. What's it, John? You saying like? Do you mean John like on the stream? I mean, shout out to my supporters. Because of your support, I do consider YouTube to be like a part-time job. of mine since I am monetized. So shout out to you guys for your continued support. Really appreciate it. All right, so people said to add glitter to my green polish, so we're gonna add it. Now, I did not know I was doing glitter polish on top of the green. If I did, I would have only done 2 coats of polish because you guys saw I did 3 coats. So that just shows uniquely me when I do my nails. Sometimes I have like a predetermined design that I want to do, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm just winging it, to be honest, on my nails. Just winging it. So that means when I take off this polish, we'll have to use like the aluminum foil method again. Because that's how I take off glitter. Aluminum foil and the toilet paper. And I feel like I ran out of aluminum foil. Like I don't think I have any more. So that ain't good. We'll figure it out next week. Could always scrape it off too, but we'll see. So these are my nails. Remember, I'll do a YouTube short so you guys can see the close-up. We're gonna let this dry a little bit and then we're gonna add the top coat. Girl, you look beautiful. Wow, your eyes. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Mia, you have an awesome name, Mia. Welcome, welcome. Very cool. Hey, Braga, it's been a while since you've been on the stream. Welcome back, welcome back. You're learning to speak English. You would like to learn English with me. You're 13 years old. You live in Brazil. Okay, cool. If as long as you ask your parents if you can subscribe to the channel and be here. I think you're already a subscriber, but hopefully your parents gave you consent to be on the Uniquely Mia channel. You're more than welcome. And as I always say, Braga, continue to do what you're doing. Like, I'm assuming you probably have a tutor. If you don't, look into getting a tutor. If you can't afford a tutor at this moment of time, go watch my fully nutritional YouTube videos. Continue to tune into my live streams and watch my YouTube shorts. And one day your English will be very good. Hey, Ben Moore, glad you could be here. Hey, X, glad you could be here. I look like your babysitter? Oh, well, I'm not. All the individuals I've babysitted in my life, it's either I had to forcibly babysit those individuals or like I got paid to do it. And the only person who ever paid me to babysit their kid was my sister because she really wanted somebody to watch her nephew and do the homework with them. And my mom gave me that task and I was like, I'm not doing this for free. But yeah, I only babysitted 2 people in my life. G got away from for free because I was young. And I didn't know that I could have charged people to babysit. And that just shows me my mom was not looking out for me, like to make some income when I was babysitting G. Because why did they go out to an event and I had to watch him for the whole night? And I did not get paid for that. Like, why? And I was a good babysitter, too. I'm still peeved about that to this day, man. But, guys, charge people to babysit. Charge them. I don't care if they're your siblings or cousins. Charge them, all right? Because if you don't do it, they're going to pay somebody else to do it. But I was not your babysitter. Hey, Peter. You're beautiful as well, Wayne. Yeah, what's your question? I am. Okay, what are we saying? Hey, how are you doing, Fabrice? Glad you could be here. Okay, Evan said they saw a Nike sweater. It was so beautiful. Oh, no, it's sold out. Oh, you found it secondhand. Very cool. Thank you, Marley. Glad you like me. I like you as well. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and take a deep dive into my channel. I have fashion videos, eat with me, travel videos, education videos, and a lot more. I also live stream every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know, how was your week going? Do you guys have any plans? I am said I have a girlfriend. We've been together for 9 months in a relationship. Okay, congratulations. Okay, there's a problem. What's the problem? Welcome from Germany. What's it like in Germany today? You're a cow? Okay, somebody identifies as a cow on the stream. All right, you are still more than welcome. Do you have free Chick-fil-A or like, I mean, no, you would probably want to run away from Chick-fil-A. I mean, Chick-fil-A could be your safe haven for sure. I mean, they don't cook beef. Just don't go to McDonald's and those places and you'll be safe. What are you saying? My 4-year-old sister loves your channel. Can you give her a shout out? Her name is Cece. Shout out to your 4-year-old sister. Awesome. Evan said, Mia, I'm going to make the chicken soup next. I've created the intro to the video already. Okay, very cool. Enjoy it. Hey, Loom. Braga said, oh my gosh, you didn't read my comment. Yes, I did. Hey, Evan Cat said, can't wait to see it, Evan. The first soup looks so good and healthy, 100%. That's disgusting. You said, yo, tutor somebody, but you're a predator? Why would you say that? That is not good at all. You deserve to be incarcerated or something. Like, no. That is terrible. Why would you know? Law enforcement's gonna get you, and bye-bye to your freedom. And leave people alone, man. That's not good at all. It's disgusting. Hey, crazy world, how are you doing today? What are we saying? Hey, Lil. Hey, Alex. Kat said, my sister gives me money every time I watch my nieces. I tell her she doesn't have to, but she does anyway. Exactly. Like, that's good. Like, you, like, I like that idea. Like, tell people they don't have to do this. But, like, in my family, I don't understand. It's like, it's expected. It's like they want you to do these things for free. That's why I tell you, that's why I always tell you guys this story. When my sister wanted somebody to babysit my nephew, literally, I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like I just wanted extra cash and my mom wasn't giving it to me, and she really wanted somebody to babysit my nephew. So, like, they asked my mom, and my mom was like, yeah, I'll babysit, but, like, if you want help with homework, you gotta ask Mia. So they came to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll cook his meals, I'll help him with his schoolwork for sure. Mind you, it was like a whole week. I was like, you just have to pay me like $50 for the whole week, right? They looked at me and they were trying to negotiate, saying, really? They look at me like I was crazy. Even my mom a little bit. She was like, why are you charging? I was like, because I'm not going to be able to be on my iPad the whole time. I'm going to have to take time out of my day. The kid doesn't really listen. At that point in time, my nephew he didn't listen. At least to me, he really didn't. So at that moment in time, I would have had to, like, control his behavior, which would have been really terrible. And I had to help him with schoolwork. And literally, everybody had a big attitude. When my sister had to cash at me, when his dad had to cash at me, they all had a big attitude sending me the money. But at the end of the day, what it dialed down to is, like, you want me to do a service for you, no matter what my age is. You want somebody to do a service for you, but yet you don't want to pay them because you're family. Like, I understand if they offered, like, they never offered, but, like, if they offered, I probably would have denied it. I'm not even going to lie to you, I would have taken the money. But, like, the option to deny it is always there, right? But it's not like that with my family. I don't get it. It's like sometimes they want you to do it for free, and if you try to charge them, then it's an issue. It's really not, because if you don't pay your family to do this service for you, you're going to go outside to a stranger and pay them. At least if you have your family do something for you, at least in my family, they ask me to do something for them, I'm going to do a great job of it. I'm going to try my best, but, like, pay me for my efforts, pay me for my work, right? So, yeah. But from that moment of time, they never ever again asked me to babysit, because my charge, they didn't like paying me. Because I don't think that was a bad price. $50 for the whole week. I really don't think that was a bad price at all, guys. So, if anything, that was, like, cheap, because those tutors be paying a lot of money, right? So, they just didn't like paying me. But it's okay. I mean, I don't have to babysit anymore, so that's nice. What are we saying? Why wear a sweater? I mean, I wouldn't wear a sweater if I sweat a lot. You think you got it backwards. What? Wear a sweater because I sweat a lot. I mean, it's different. It's cold in my room, and I just like oversized sweaters. Honestly, hoodies. They're just really comfy to wear. Hey, how are you doing, Leonie? Glad you could be here. Hey, the crew. You're pretty as well, crazy world. Excuse me. Hey from India. Hey, Rugger. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Evan said, we really got the crazies here today. Do you believe in God? Yes. I believe in a higher power than myself. Evan said, I agree with being paid to watch relative kids if it becomes like a permanent thing and it means you're losing money from your employment, if I'm honest. Oh, I believe that too, but I also believe if you're not losing money, you should still get paid for it. At least offer. Yeah. Because it's a service, guys. Remember, like I said, there's a choice in everything. Everything's a choice except for life and death. So when you when you get to the realization that every single thing is a choice, if I'm choosing to do this, I want to be compensated. So yeah, like everything in my life, I'm compensated for it. Literally. The only thing I'm not compensated for is like quote unquote to get my degrees at this current moment of time. But in the future, I'm going to be compensated for it. Thank you so much, Naomi, for purchasing a gift. Sending you hearts. I really, really appreciate your donation to the Uniquely Mia channel. You are helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income made off of social media goes in its own separate account. And one day when I pay off my student loan debt, you'll be right there with me. Thank you so much again, Naomi, for donating to the channel. But yeah, like I said, everything in my life, I'm compensated for it, right? I mean, I didn't ask to be born, but my mom decided she wanted to have a kid, so she had me. I was compensated for being alive. My mom worked really hard, and she was in a position where she wanted to have a kid. So, like, I was compensated by allowing my mom to take care of me, having a good mom. So, thus, compensation via that. I'm in school right now. How am I compensated in school? I mean, I have a graduate research assistant, so I'm compensated in the terms of I'm getting paid a little bit from my GRE position, but I will be compensated by getting my degree ultimately. That's how I'm compensated in school. I mean, I'm a good daughter. I feel like sometimes I'm kind of mean to my mom, but I'm nice more than I mean, right? So when I'm a good daughter, when I'm respectful, my mom compensates me by taking me on adventures, by buying me stuff, by being nice to me, by supporting me, right? That's how I'm compensated, right? So YouTube, for the longest time, I wasn't compensated in YouTube, but even when I wasn't getting paid on YouTube, I was compensated because I was happy to make these videos for myself, right? And now, it's because of your support, I'm compensated by when you guys watch my videos and go through the ads, I'm paid for that, right? When you guys donate gifts and super chat, I'm compensated for that. So yeah, everything in my life, I'm compensated for it in some fashion. So once again, if I have a choice to do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, if a stranger asks me, even if a relative asks me, if you want me to do something, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but like, pay me this. I mean, the only person I would never charge is my mom. Like, if my mom asks me to do something for her, I'm not gonna charge her for it. She's my mom. But that's the only person who gets a free pass. Everyone else, Stu, my sister, my grandparents, I won't charge my grandparents, right? So only my mom and my grandparents get a free pass. But Stu, my sister, I mean, my nephew, I mean, I don't really charge my nephew, but like, he hasn't really asked me for anything ridiculous, to be honest. I don't think I'll charge my nephew, maybe when he's older, but like, not now. If you guys ask me to do something and like it's taken away a significant amount of time from my life or it's given me a significant amount of stress, you're gonna pay me for it if you want me to do it for you, right? So, because everything in life, I need some form of compensation for it. So yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary payment. You being extra nice to me or something like that. So it just depends. Compensation is all around this, guys. So I feel like you should take that mindset, take it into your daily life, especially when if you are an individual who's in a relationship, right? You need to have that mindset. Thank you again, Naomi, for purchasing another gift. I really appreciate it because I feel like that idea of family members don't have to compensate for you, I feel like it goes into relationships too, especially when you look at stay-at-home partnerships with individuals. I feel like on social media, when we watch people on social media sometimes, or just watch social relations with how people communicate when somebody's a stay-at-home partner, that's where you see the very disastrous effects of not being compensated properly, right? As I always use the example, take somebody who's outside, somebody's in a relationship, one person's always at work, working, right? They're getting a steady paycheck from another corporation, but if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home husband, right? You're the one washing all the dishes, cooking all the food, making sure the house is clean. If you're not compensated for that, what? I'm sure you're going to be very miserable. And there are some people who do it and they're not compensated for it, right? And they're very miserable sometimes when they say on social media. And even if they don't share on social media, I'm sure they're very miserable because they're doing this intensive labor for free, right? So even your own husband, sometimes even your own wife, you need to be compensated for it, guys. Everything is like a transaction. It really is, in my opinion. So yeah. Hey, Large, how are you doing today? Hey, Nathaniel. Yes, I believe in God. What are we saying? Hey, how are you doing, Moose? So glad you could be here. Okay, let's put this clear nail polish on my nails because I'm looking at the time. I don't want to end the stream without having put the clear nail polish on. I need to get another bottle of Nail 8. I didn't even know I was running low on this polish. I need to buy another one. I only have one in my room. Normally I have more than one, but I either lost the other one or left the other one at home. I don't know. it really come together. Okay, it's good. So this is the nails. It's really pretty. I like it when I put the top coat on. You're really able to see it come. This is my graduation nails. Oh my gosh, bro. Literally. I can do purple one hand and like do a deeper blue on the other hand, and it'll be the colors of my degrees. I just noticed that. Wow. And then I say that now, and on my graduation, I'll do the most random color. I think when I graduated undergrad, I did like yellow for some reason. Most random color ever. Yellow nails. What? Thank you, Naomi. Thank you again for purchasing another gift. Sending you hearts. Shout out to you. You're really, really helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. They times it by 19, guys. Shout out to Naomi. Really appreciate you. Sending you hearts. And shout out to all the people on the live stream. Those who have not purchased super chats and those who have. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, Roger. Hey, Haley. Hey, Liz. How are you doing? Kat said, Evan Willie did come back. And literally every comment was about you. Okay, nice. What degree? Public administration, criminal justice. Okay, you're gay, Riley. You are still more than welcome on the live stream for your positivity and uniqueness. Hey, Golden. Hey, Gold. What's your name? Nielsen. Glad you could be here. Evan said I'd say it was more in the beginning and middle part of the stream. Yeah. What are you saying? That's so pretty. Love this set. Thank you, Cats. No, now that I'm looking at it, and it's like I put the top coat on, you're really able to see. It came together really well, to be honest. And that's why I say that's why I say sometimes you may not like how your manicure looks, but judge it after you have top coat on, because top coat, it just makes everything more shiny and it like makes it cohesive. So I do like it. It's very nice. And I feel like I could definitely leave this on for longer than a week, but like I do my manicure videos on Fridays, which is why I don't test the theory, but like I feel like the application of this is really good, and then the glitter of it, the glitter is going to keep the polish on, so it could definitely stay on for a while if I wanted to leave it on for a while for sure. Hey, how are you doing, Alan? Hey, UDIT, how are you doing? Hey, lover boy, glad you could be here. Welcome from India. I'm assuming that's what the flag is for. How many rings are you wearing? We got 3 on this hand, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 rings. Yeah, I like rings. I am a ring stack person. Uniquely me is personal style, but this one, it keeps rotating for some reason. This is a small finger, that's why. So, yeah. So guys, do we have any other comments, questions, or concerns for Uniquely Mia? Hey, yes, I am American. Hey, Toby, how are you doing today? Remember, guys, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. 7 rings and no husband. I'm married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. I feel like I have the best husband there is, honestly, because I am independent, all right? The degrees are mine, right? So it's not to say I have to worry about somebody else taking said degree away from me. Like, it's mine, and it's mine alone, honestly. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then again, just to clarify, guys, female validation, it doesn't come from getting married. It doesn't come from somebody having a husband who is like who you marry. All right? 7 rings and no husband. It's my rings. I mean, I didn't buy them all, but my mom bought them for me. So shout out to my mom. But like, is that supposed to be an insult for people? 7 rings and no husband? Guys, remember when the ideals of getting married, there's statistics, there's numerous studies out there, guys, that show that men benefit more from marriage than females, all right? There are numerous studies that show that, all right? So Yeah, don't ever feel pressured by society to quote unquote get married, or pressured by society to say this. If you're not married, don't ever let a male do that to you guys. Got females out there, don't ever let a male make you feel that way, or another female yourself, because somebody else isn't going to give you internal gratification or satisfaction. The idea of having a husband to be successful or accomplished, the social construct that developed, guys, honestly. I mean, some people may caveat and say that it's in the Bible, but then man wrote the Bible. So once again, that ideal, that need of accomplishment was created by men, for men. It benefits men more than females 9 times out of 10, all right? What are we saying? Best husband is God, Jesus, bless you. So you want all females to turn into a nun? Which one is God? Is God the husband or is God the father? I mean, we don't want to say God is all three because that's low-key incest, and we don't want to compare God to that. So what is it? Because I see people saying numerous things. People like God's the father. And then this is this new one, God's the husband. I mean, like, yeah, if you're a nun, for sure. So, I mean, you're a nun? UDIT? Okay. What's it like being a nun, UDIT? He said God's your husband, so what's it like being a nun? Very interested. Hey, Toby, glad you could be here. Kat said, it's so crazy how important men think they are. Like, no, like, exactly. It's so funny. Like, it's really crazy. That is so true, Kat. It's like, no, that is like the best sentence I've heard in a while. Like, that is so true. If you look at society, Kat said it's so crazy how important men think they are. Like, no, that is so true. Like, literally the whole patriarchy, everything, that is just men saying we're more important than females. The world revolves around us. We're more important than you. Like, no, like, for real. That is hilarious. That is so, if I wanted a tattoo, I would get that tattooed. I'm not even lying. Like, if I wasn't scared of needles, and if my mom, I feel like if I get a tattoo, my mom would be upset at me, but like, if I wasn't scared of needles, I would get that tattooed. It's so crazy how important men think they are. No, I would get that tattooed for sure. That is so hilarious. And yes, I did take a screenshot of that sentence. I need to remember that sentence. I really do. Like, even the royal family, well, Henry V or whatever, the guy who created divorces in England, he wanted a son. He had Queen Elizabeth. That was his daughter. Queen Elizabeth's his daughter. So he had a daughter already. He had a kid already. But he was like, I need a male to inherit the throne. I need a male. I need a male. Why are you showing so much importance to males? Like, oh my God, bro. You had a daughter and she already became Queen Elizabeth. He went through all that. He beheaded so many females. He had, like, oh my, all to have a legitimate male heir, and the daughter still became the Queen of England. Like, what? Like, it is embedded. It's an outcry. You know what I think, guys, honestly? You know what I think? I feel like there's an ancient society that existed in history, not even a society, civilizations, multiple ancient civilizations that existed in history. That's what I think, all right? And it was women dominated. It was female dominated, right? But I don't know what happened. Either the males rallied together and overthrew that empire, or those empires, or like those empires were lost to history and males were like the population that survived. So at that point in time, males were like, you know what? Never again are we letting females rule society. So thus the patriarchy was created. Because I don't see, like you said, it's crazy. Like anything, when females are getting insulted, if females do something awesome in society, no matter how many degrees or accomplished females are, to use as an insult or to put females down, like that person just said, 7 rings and no husband, where did the idea of a husband even come in? What? We weren't even talking about that. No matter how accomplished a female is, how independent a female is, guys, if they are quote unquote not married or in a relationship, people always say, oh, but you don't have a husband. Oh, you don't have a boyfriend. What? What? Oh, that makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like the Amazon rainforest. That was like, Wonder Woman. Female dominated civilization. So I feel like the Amazons were legitimately real. A male went there and saw how powerful those females were. So they either eradicated the Amazons, knowing them they probably do that. They eradicated the Amazons, unfortunately. And then they created a society where it was literally structured around them. It is crazy. But no, I would get that tattooed. That is so good. I would get that tattooed for real if I was in Tierra Needles. For everyone to see too. It would be like right on my arm somewhere so everybody could see it when I go outside. Literally take you thousands of years just to get equal rights, imagine. So you are okay, so I'm assuming inappropriate laughter said literally took you guys thousands of years just to get equal rights, imagine, and they put a laughing or a goofy face emoji. So you're saying it literally took females thousands of years to get equal rights. In modern society, it definitely took hundreds of years. I don't know about ancient civilizations because there were powerful females in ancient societies who had higher than equal rights than males, right? Ancient societies where females had higher rights than males for sure. But in modern societies, yes, it took hundreds of years because of the patriarchy and because of the people who created this modern society. It was males, right? Because they controlled the narrative that they are better than females, or that they were the people. It's not even that they were better than females. They were just the people who wanted to quote unquote rally together and obtain leadership positions because they low-key manipulated the ancient civilizations, or that's what happened. It was a manipulation, right? Because females have always existed. So what those societies did, not even ancient societies, but like what we can say Europe, where the new America did, they manipulated females to make the females think that the males were more powerful than them and better than them. Because I'm fairly confident that if females rallied together during like 1700s, 1500s, 1900, they rallied together, but like the 1700s, 1600s, it would have been flipped. Females would have been the one in power, but like men, they manipulated females, so thus that didn't happen, right? That's not something to joke about. So you're trying to say that it took us thousands of years just to get equal rights. Imagine. I mean, have you read the Bible? There are numerous powerful females in the Bible. First off, two, yes, it has taken not thousands but hundreds of years. Thousands of years of history of powerful females have been eradicated, but that's because of males. I'm assuming you wrote that, male inappropriate laughter. I'm assuming you're a man. That's because of you and your generation of people. So you are bragging that you oppressed a gender of females for thousands of years. You're bragging about oppression. That's what I'm hearing. You're bragging about oppression. That's not good at all. All right. And if you want to brag about oppression, it's probably not the place for you. All right. And then, if you want to really see how powerful females are, for all the religious people, go to your Bible and look at planet Earth. Earth is a female. Earth is a female. Earth is not a male. You see how much Earth is a female, guys. All right? That should just give you how much more powerful females are, you can say, compared to males. And I'm not saying females are better than males, but like if we want to get into that ideal, I can always do that, but I'm not going to do that, right? But there are examples all around you, right? So that's what we got to remember, guys. All right. So yeah, they will give you everything. A male has never given me everything in my life. All right. If we're looking at somebody who has quote unquote given me everything, it was a female. All right. It was never a male, right, who has given me everything. All right. So what has a male given me? I mean, yeah. What? I mean, donated, what is it, the sperm to my mom so I can exist? That, for sure. I mean, but, yeah, it was a female, all right? So, and there are numerous people, all right? That's, like, honestly, guys, your arguments are contradicting itself, honestly. It's very contradicting a little bit. Hey, Toby, how are you doing? What are we saying? You're wrong. Most women can't pull a hammer to a nail. What country are you from, dude? What country are you from? Guys, if anything, I feel like if we're like you said, most females, but I feel like that is totally inaccurate. But if you're looking at Uniquely Mia in general, I don't know if people are just spitting out stuff. We would have to see, but the way I was raised, guys, if there's a male on the stream right now, I'm not saying we could go neck and neck, but we could probably go neck and neck a little bit, all right? With at least doing some form of construction work, at least with a nail gun or something, all right? So, what culture are you from, first of all? And I feel very sorry for your females in your culture a little bit, because it sounds like your females are not given equal opportunities to men. Because if you're from a Western culture, at least I can just speak from a Western culture perspective and like my knowledge about ancient civilization a little bit. At least in modern society, Western culture, you are totally wrong about that statement for sure, saying most females can't put up a hammer to a nail. What? And it's okay if most females can't put up a hammer to a nail. That is okay. You know why? Because you yourself, your ancestors, a male, you guys created the idea that putting a hammer to a nail is a male role. So that's you. You can't complain about a female not being able to do a male role when you yourself took on that job that you were going to do. All right? What a female can do is create life and make sure that child is safe for how many months? A male cannot do that, guys. All right? A male cannot do that. All right? And for all the mans who are on the live stream, you know what's so funny? What I have to say, because I might trigger a little bit of y'all, but like I just have to say, because it's so funny, because anytime I see it happen, I always think about the people who are on my live streams who go so hardcore for male rights and try to eliminate or minimize females' worth in society. You guys know what chivalry is, right? I'm assuming you know what chivalry is, right? But since for all the males out there, and for people, and somebody who said it earlier, saying a male will give me everything, right? You know, I went to Walmart today. I had to carry a 32 case of water by myself to my room. That thing was so heavy. You know how many males I passed? And they ran away from me? Not one of those males volunteered to carry the case of water for me. And they saw me struggling. I legitimately was outside of my room. Not even outside, but like across the street from my room. And a male literally saw me struggling with the water. You know what he did? He walked away from me. He went around me so he didn't have to help me. He just walked away and ran away from me. Like, what? What happened to chivalry? What happened to a male will do everything for me? I'm in New York all the time with my mom. I was in New York one time with my mom, and I had this big old suitcase. I was struggling to pull up the stairs of the subway. You know how many males walked straight past my mom and they didn't help me and they saw me struggling? What happened to you guys? What happened to a male will do everything for me? You guys are running away from the hard work, from the heavy stuff when you see a female struggling. What happened to y'all? What happened to y'all? All right? So you see? So that's why people can say whatever they want, guys. And this is a perfect example of saying how people can say whatever they want, but it's really actions that dictates people's behavior, honestly, all right? But hey, Ethan, glad you could be here. Pleasure having you on, Toby. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube videos or live streams. That's funny. Inappropriate laughter said, Ethan, she's coping because men aren't interested in her. You know what? Thank you. I don't like what? Guys, men aren't interested in me, so I am saying all these things. That if men aren't interested in me, stay away from me. Nah, stay away from me. All men do is like sexualize females literally 9 times out of 10. So stay away from me. Thank you that you're not interested in me. I'm so happy about that. Thank you so much. I am safer. My life got like 10 times safer. I can walk outside in the dark now. I don't have to be scared. I can wear whatever outfit I want. I don't have to be scared about somebody attacking me, somebody doing something to me, about somebody opening their mouth saying something inappropriate about me. So thank you. If men are not interested in me because of the way that I am, thank you, God. Thank you so much. My life just got a whole bunch more safer. It got so much more safer in America, guys. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. What do we want to say? Who want to win, a Superman or a coughing baby? What? A coughing baby? What? Go get that baby help. You can't win a baby. That was crazy. What type of example is that? Hey, Damon, how are you doing today? What about World War IV? I mean, World War III hasn't happened yet, to my knowledge, I don't think. Hey, Mustafa. Okay, Melly said, yes, God says that women is more precious than rubies. See? So, like, it's not to say that this whole discussion, guys, it's not to say men are better than females or females are better than men. I don't believe that. As I always say, I strongly think that male and females, we are equal. We are equal individuals in society, right? The reason why I tend to go hardcore for female discussions on my live stream when we dive deep into topics like this is because you guys, as my supporters, you go on the other end and you say males are better than females. And if we want to say one gender is better than another gender, I can do that, and I can go into a deep dive, and I can support my opinion, because this is all opinions. I can support my opinions with honest facts and examples in society and in the Bible for the religious people on how that is not true, right? So as I always say, guys, if you are a female in society, don't ever think you're better than a man, but you always need to have more confidence in a man, because society is already set up for males. And if you are a male, you are still more than welcome. I have nothing against males, right? But you yourself as a male should never think you are more than, you yourself as a male should never think you are better than a female, and you yourself should support equal rights and equal opportunities for females. Because if it wasn't for a female, you, that male, you would not be here. If it wasn't for a female, you would not be here. And you guys gonna come at me and say, but my dad donated the sperm, my dad donated this. That is true. But literally, a male is there for like one part of the process, and for like 9 months, a female, you are living inside of a female's uterus for 9 months. Your organs is developing, your heart is developing, your body is developing. So ultimately, if it wasn't for a female, you would not be here at all right? So for all the males in the chat saying males are better than females, you should be ashamed of yourself, in my opinion. You really should, because that's a complete disappointment to your parents, particularly your mom, because you're minimizing what she did when she didn't have to. She really didn't. Oh, she was forced to, because there's, unfortunately, some people are forced to, right? But she didn't have to do that. Hey, Amid, how are you doing? Somebody said Earth is a guy. Go back to the Bible, Alex. Like, literally, go back to the Bible. How are you saying Earth is a guy? Plants grow out of Earth. Food is produced from Earth. What? That makes... What? Say your wishes, not physically, but all you're correct needs to manifest. You answer your own question. What are you saying? Kat said, life literally starts in a woman's womb, but men are the creators. I don't know if that makes sense. No, I get that 100%. That makes sense. So that's why I'm saying females are equally important for sure, but like, they're like, yeah, they're equally important, but a female does more. And Earth is round. When a female gets pregnant, doesn't her stomach resemble planet Earth, guys? So for that person who said Earth is a man, what? It's all around you. I'm irritating you? Well, you can always leave for sure from irritating you. I mean, you're choosing to be here, so it's not like I'm holding you hostage and saying you need to be here, honestly, so yeah. Okay, so we got some, yeah, Nefertiti, Pocahontas, Cleopatra for sure. Yeah. What's up, young lady? Hey, Godson, bless. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today? Damon said she needs to be treated like the queen she is. Thank you so much for your kind words. Chivalry is 6 feet under. Like, exactly. I will say Chivalry's not totally dead, because, like, my mom, like, Stu, he opens the door for my mom, myself. If there's heavy stuff, he'll carry the heavy stuff. But when I say Chivalry is dead, I'm saying, like, I feel like I don't even know a lot of people, to be honest, but like, I mean, I guess at least for my generation of people who I've observed on campus, when I'm in like New York, the subway station, Chivalry is definitely dead for sure. Because what are you telling me? I'm carrying a big old suitcase, I'm carrying a big old bottle of water, and nobody asks me if I need help, and you see me struggling. Like, I don't expect them to ask. Like, I can carry my own stuff. If I'm struggling, I'll still carry my own stuff. But, like, anytime I see that happen, my mind always drifts back to my YouTube live discussion with people saying, men will do this, men will do that. But then I see there's opportunities every single day for them to, quote-unquote, do this, and they don't do anything. So, like, what? She's independent woman. Shout out. Okay. Damon said, I'll do everything for you. Okay. All right. You should have asked for help. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to. All right, guys. I didn't want to ask for help. So the thing about me saying that's not that I'm expected, because the thing about me, guys, I'm a feminist. You guys being a feminist is not an identity, but like, people like to see it as an identity. For some reason, you guys don't really know the full definition of feminist. If you see feminist as being an ideology, you don't know the full definition of it, or you don't understand it. So you educate yourself a little bit more on that. But like, when you're a feminist, core of it, you have equal opportunities, right? You could do the same thing, right? So like, it's a choice that I'm doing. You said I should have asked for help. Why should I? because it was heavy. I mean, my mom would probably agree with you. Because it was heavy, I should have asked for help. But at the end of the day, it was my choice to go to Walmart and get that 30-pack of water when I knew it was going to be heavy. It was my choice to do that. So I would do that. And then look at you justifying God's and saying, I won't approach any woman and offer help because I don't want to be treated like a creep. All right, so that's your justification as to why you are not engaged in chivalry. I wasn't alive during medieval Europe when chivalry was alive, but I'm fairly confident they didn't wait for the woman to ask for help. I think that's when we read books about medieval Europe and things like that. Females didn't have to ask for help. It was like given freely. It was volunteered freely. All right, yes, in modern society, females may look at you like a creep, because there are a lot of creeps out here, right? But at the end of the day, chivalry isn't females taking the initiative to ask for help. It's males being a gentleman and just doing it freely. So God send bless. That's what distinguishes between being a gentleman and being a regular man, right? A regular man is just gonna wait for somebody to ask for help. A gentleman's gonna walk up to you and be like, "Hey, you need some help?" Offer it. So you're scared of no, is what I'm hearing. You're scared of the word no, or you're scared of somebody looking at you weird. So yeah. What are we saying? Last time I offered to help a woman, she just clutched her purse. I would recommend that you go watch my video on correlation as equal causation. Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my education playlist videos. Trust me, if you pay attention, you'll understand why you should not take your one experience and generalize it to a lot of other people. If a man eating lion escaped from a natural reserve, he'd die for hunger because he wouldn't find any men left. Okay, men agree. Just to get. Okay. All right. What are we saying? The society sucks. What are we saying? This is not a useless conversation. If you think this conversation is useless, then what I would encourage you to do, go to God and ask for God to give you enlightenment so you can understand what I'm saying. But this conversation, any conversation that we have, is not useless on Uniquely Mia's live stream. But I'm a strong believer, anytime we have a conversation about equal opportunity, feminism, things like that, we have it a lot on my channel. If you're a returning supporter, you know this. It is not a useless conversation because there are people, because we think we live in 2025, we think everything is perfect, we think that like terrible things that our ancestors fought for can't happen again. Unfortunately, that's not true. Just look at society. That is not true. So on my channel, yes, I try to make it a place of engagement. Yes, I try to make it a place where you guys can disassociate and watch my fun travel videos, eat with me, fashion videos, and etc. But when we come onto the live streams and you guys ask me these questions and I see people saying things that are just false or based on discrimination or just straight ignorance because they don't understand the topic, yes, I'm going to educate, and yes, I'm going to quote unquote get deep with it, because this is the place to do it. You guys are choosing to be here. I'm not forcing you to be here to listen to me speak. If you disagree with what I say, you can dip out. Like, you don't have to be here, guys, right? So if you're still here listening to what I'm saying, yes, I am going to critically analyze everything. Yes, I'm going to get deep with it, because equal opportunity, whether that's for male and females, whether that's for people of various races or etc., it is important, and this conversation needs to continue to be had, because when these type of conversations continue to be had, especially whether it's in a formal or informal capacity, that is how change and advancement continues to occur in society, all right? So yeah. Hey Face, glad you could be here. What are we saying? Hey Damon, glad you could be here. Hey, how you doing, Stefan? Hey Evan, what are we saying? Okay, so we have some people just writing ignorant things, honestly. All right, you look awesome. Thank you so much. You're awesome as well. Lionel, thank you so much for your kind words. Hey Benson. What are we saying? The representation was stupid. So you haven't read the Bible, Nathaniel, is what I'm hearing. If you think that representation comparing females to earth was stupid, go back to your Bible and read it. Hey, how are you doing, Real Coconut? Which gender built the country? Men, but y'all are great mates and have superpowers that is men don't have, but this is a man's world, not because I said it, but because we literally built everything. Real coconut, when we look at modern society, when you look at modern society, who built the country or the world? God built the country and the world. God gave man the ability to have knowledge. And when I say man, in the Bible, man is generally referred to as male and females. All right? When we want to critically analyze and say who built Western countries, and you want to say males, speaking about the gender men, you can say you guys built the country, but you chose to build the country. We didn't put that on you. Females did not put that on you. Who set the system up? Males set the system up. So you guys chose to do that. And now you want to complain about what you chose to do and use it against females? You can't do that because you set that system up and you decided to do that, right? So that's what I have to say first off. Second, when you're saying who built the country, what are you looking at? If you're looking at America, 9 times out of 10, it was unfortunately slaves who built the country of America, to my knowledge, right? And that included both males and females, all right? It was enslaved individuals, all right? So you can't really generalize that statement at all. You can't generalize that statement. And when we're looking at modern society with laws that have been passed, laws that are passed, it contributes to the building of countries. And there have been females in leadership positions, Supreme Court justices, attorneys, what are we saying? Senators, governors, mayors, teachers, females have also contributed to the building of modern society via teaching, via passing laws, via etc. Building a country does not just mean you're building buildings. That's not it. Building a country, yes, at its core, it includes building buildings, but it also includes educating a population, furthering a population, right? Advancing. So it includes a whole bunch of other things that I'm not listing because it's not coming to mind right now. But it's not just men, the gender of males who built the country, all right? So yeah. So before you type things, make sure you critically analyze what you're saying, guys. Hey Wolf, how are you saying? Welcome from New Zealand, RJ. What's it like in New Zealand? You look awesome as well, Lionel. Thank you so much for your kind words. What are you saying? I never look back and cringe at my live streams, all right? I have had numerous live streams like this, all right, where I'm talking about this topic. This is not a topic to cringe about, all right? So, if anything, guys, if I am quote-unquote irritating some new supporters with my discussion about feminism, equal opportunity for both males, females, and people of different races, I'm going to continue to quote-unquote annoy you guys. So if this is a topic that if you guys don't enjoy this topic that I'm talking about because you want to see yourself as being better than females, you're probably not going to enjoy my live streams that much. So I will direct you to go watch my full nutritional YouTube videos as it relates to travel videos, education videos, fashion videos, and more. Otherwise, I mean, sit back, relax, and one day perhaps God will give you enlightenment to understand what I'm saying. So yeah, what are we saying? And you're saying it's a phase. What I'm talking about, equal opportunity is a phase. So you think one day somebody's going to come in my life and make me think and I'm going to give somebody the ability to be a higher standard than myself? What? Is that what you have been around? Is that what you have observed in society? Females like myself, in your family perhaps, or in your circle, females who are advocating for equal opportunities or for their own rights and what they get married one day and what they're no longer advocating for themselves with men. So they're essentially being what the mothers to their husbands is what you're telling me? Why wouldn't the world would somebody do that? Why? Shout out to my mom, shout out to my parents, shout out to God. They have raised me and they have given me the confidence and the ability to be comfortable with what I say because I know what I'm saying is right. And they have allowed me to say, I'm not taking care of somebody like I'm their mother. Like, if you marry somebody, why are you taking care of that person like they're their mother? That's essentially what I'm hearing when I hear that sentence that you wrote. It's a phase. You'll look back and cringe. So delete this live stream after it's done. You're telling me one day I'll get married and I'll be somebody's mother, so they'll be more important than my own self, right? I'll be my husband's mother, so they're important than me, right? That makes no sense. No. God, and if you're a female on this, don't marry somebody and think they are more important than you, right? If you are a male watching this, don't marry a male, don't marry a female, and think they're more important than you. You should be the main character in your life. You are the most important person in your life, guys. If you choose to make somebody else somebody else just as important as you in your life, that is your prerogative and your choice, but ultimately, it's your life. You are the most important person in your life. Don't let other people dictate your opinions and etc., guys, all right? What do we say? Wait, I think I lost track of the conversation, guys. Hey, how are you doing? I'm RSA. What are you saying? Yes, and God showed me you as my future wife, okay? Evan said in the Quran, the man and woman are equal. Yeah, like I said, guys, men and women, I consider men and women to be equal, 100%. So, yeah, that's why let's not critically analyze stuff and saying one gender is better than another gender, right? Because I don't think another gender is better than another, but like if men want to say they're better than females, I will come back at you and say females are better than men, because I'm not going to agree with you and say men are better than females. I'm not going to agree with you. There's no reality where I will ever do that, all right? But I do think the genders are equal. They are equal in my book. So, what are we saying? Evan said Drake is also misogynist. Oh, he told me to. Wow. Okay. Hey, how are you doing, Sad? Yeah, I put them in. I hid them from the stream. Like, yeah. They couldn't come up with another argument, so they resorted to racial slurs. Hey, Sugar, I'm Sagar. Glad you could be here. Evan said, I haven't seen him before. Mia, please hide him. I did. Hey, Law, how are you doing? Alright, what are you saying? What are we saying? Okay, people blocked Nick. What? Let's pull in the story towards it more so in the momentum of the past. What in the world? I feel like that is not what causality means. Simon, that's not what causality means. Yeah. Go to my YouTube homepage playlist and watch my education video, please. That's not what causality means at all. Hey, Johnny. Okay. No, I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from the United States. I'll do a quick explanation of what causality is. Causality is saying like cause and effect. Causality is cause, so you're saying X caused this, right? So like what am I gonna say? Let's say if I decide to like position my legs and send like my neutrons to my legs saying I want to stand up, I did that. The cause is to get up, right? So so causality is saying this caused this, right? This caused this. I'm seeing a lot of correlations in the chat. The examples you guys are saying, it's more so correlations. Causality, we know it's going to happen every single time, right? We know it's going to happen every single time. So we know, like, once again, to that topic about females, we know if a female decides to have a kid, if their organs are healthy, if they're able to have a kid, generally the cause of, like, the cause of fertilization with the egg, the embryo, and like the sperm is to have like a kid. That is the cause, right? So the effect is the kid. So correlation, I'm seeing a lot of correlations happening in the chat where you guys are saying, where you guys are structuring your sentences. and you're trying to say that this is the cause, that it's fact, that it's honestly going to occur if we do this, but it's more so correlation, right? So go look at that. Mia, keep going about feminism. Let's push for more women's rights. Always, Evan. Always. Like, I'm a female first, right? So I will always continue to advocate for female rights. So as I always say, this isn't a political channel in any way or anything like that, but like sometimes our conversation does pivot because I do see these comments that people write. And when people write these comments, I'm not in this. If it's something that goes against equal opportunities for females or feminism or equal opportunities against people of various races, I do try to address them because, as I say, I do try to make my live streams and my fully nutritional YouTube videos a place where we can enjoy the content, where you guys can laugh, get some positive energy thrown at you. But at the end of the day, I'm all about education, and I feel like in society, you can make little changes and different things that you do. So my way to make a change, just share my opinions on topics that I'm comfortable sharing, is via the live streams when you guys ask me these questions. So yeah, I mean, if you want more like this, we don't always talk about these topics, but sometimes we do dive into a little bit. Just like the video, subscribe, and we can continue to talk about this. And you can always go back and watch some of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, because this is not the first time I'm having these conversations. Everything that I've said it before. So I do apologize if you are returning support and I sound like a broken record. I know you guys think I do apologize about that. But like, I don't have new material because it's the same material that justifies your claims. If you have good material or good evidence to support your claims, why would you change it up, right? So I do sound like a broken record. I do apologize about that, but like, we have new people coming in, and every time new people come in who say things that honestly make no sense because they want to put themselves at higher than another individual when we're equal. The only person higher than us is God. That's the only person who is higher than us, God. God created man, God created females. We're the same, all right? If anything, Adam asked for Eve. Eve didn't ask for Adam. Once again, that is so good. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me. I did not know that. That is, like, honestly, guys, that is so good. Feminism and oh my God. No, that is so good. I'm not even making that up right now, but like, my mom taught me that, and I just remembered it. So, okay, I had an epiphany. I'm gonna start using it. I had an epiphany. I'm always making a long sentence for all the religious people who want to support their claims with saying men are better than females and females need men. Go to your Bible. This is what the Bible literally says. All right? So I had a lot of people earlier. A lot of people were literally saying that females need men, right? That females need men, and saying a whole bunch of examples on how females need men. In the Bible, God created Adam first. Adam was by himself. You know what Adam did? Adam he prayed to God, and he asked God to create a female because Adam was by himself and he wanted a female. So you know what God did? God took a piece of Adam's rib, and thus he created a female for Adam. How is it that females need men, but yet Adam was by himself first, and Adam is the one who asked God to create this companion or this female? What? You yourself, male, the first male to our knowledge who existed according to the Bible, asked God for a female. If that doesn't show you anything, then what? And obviously, once again, that is questionable because as I always say, man wrote the Bible. Man wrote the Bible, honestly. So like, that is questionable within itself. But for the people who want to latch onto the Bible when they're saying all these negative and discriminatory things, if you want to look at the Bible, it was man who asked for a female. It wasn't a female who asked for a man. It was man. All right? So that, like, honestly, it's in your Bible if you believe in it. And if you don't believe in the Bible, I have nothing to say towards you, honestly, because I believe in the Bible. All right, what are we saying? Hey, Roman. Evan said, Mia, I agree. Most of the couples I see, the wife is the mother. It is not a marriage, only benefit for the male. And I feel like we can understand that. We can totally understand that. Now that's more comprehensible. If we want to go according to the Bible, for the people who are in marriages or relationships where the females often take on the mothering role, I can see that now, and I can understand that if we are looking at the Bible, because Adam was by himself and he wanted somebody to take care of him. He didn't want Eve for love. He just wanted somebody to take care of him, honestly, because he was lonely. So now it makes sense. Wow, that like when you try to understand that. So low key, it seems like data and statistics, it connects to the Bible. That would be an interesting research study. That would be a really interesting research study to do one day. That would be really interesting. What would be really interesting? So like doing a research study where like you read the Bible and you see all these correlations that exist between male and females and people of other races in the Bible, and then you look at modern society and you survey people who fall into that demographic in modern society and see if the Bible, if statistics or research in modern society can like correlate and somewhat support some of these Bible claims. That would be a really interesting research study to do. Because then I tell you earlier that like I saw a research study before that said males often benefit more from marriages than females because they're often taken care of. And now when we look at that story with Adam and Eve, that is somewhat supported. That Bible story is somewhat supported by research. That would be a really interesting study. Very interesting. But I have to study religion or something like that, and I don't study that, but that would be really interesting to do. And then another thing about Eve that I want to say really quickly before I read up some of these comments. Remember, Adam was Eve's teacher, right? So Adam had God create Eve because he was by himself. So remember, the man asked for the female. The female didn't ask for the man. It was the man who asked for the female, right? Remember that. It's important. So what happened was after that happened, Adam was Eve's teacher, right? But what happened was Eve made Adam eat the apple because Eve was persuasive. So Eve motivated Adam. And don't say Eve forced, because Adam had a choice. So for all the men who was upset with Eve for saying, Eve, you had Adam eat from the serpent, eat the apple from the serpent. Adam, why didn't you have more strength? Why didn't you have the will to say no to your wife? That's not Eve's fault, Adam. That is your sin. That is your fault, man, okay? Don't blame the female. Blame yourself, man, all right? Because that's your fault as Adam's, all right? So what happened was Adam was the teacher, but Eve encouraged Adam to eat the apple, and Adam had free choice, and Adam decided to eat the apple, and thus Eve furthered Adam's knowledge, right? Because remember, imagine if we're just looking at the Bible, if we're purely looking at the Bible, right? If Adam and Eve never ate the apple that the snake or the serpent gave to them, we would still be in the Garden of Eden, right? And if we're still in the Garden of Eden, everything is paradise, and we are living according to God's law. So God is telling us every single thing that we have to do, right? So I'm assuming perhaps no advancement would happen, no free choice would happen, there will be no war, because we're still in the Garden of Eden if Eve never encouraged Adam to eat the apple. But remember, Eve told Adam to eat the apple. Adam willingly ate the apple, and thus that's when for the first time they were like, we're not wearing clothes. So they went to put clothes on. They developed the ideas of modesty. They discovered the ideas of violence. They discovered the ideas of advancement. So for people who said men built society, thank Eve and thank females, because if it wasn't for Eve meeting the snake and giving Adam a piece of the apple, then what society would exist? What advancements would exist? We can caveat and we can say none of that would have existed without Eve. All right? So yeah, obviously the snake too, a snake was a sin, but you see how if we're just looking at the Bible purely from the Bible, you see how that whole narrative can be flipped, right? In female's favor, right? We see that. So yeah, and God himself knew that Adam could not survive without a female, so thus God gave him a female, right? So you see, I'm sure I got a lot of comments from that, but like, let's just read on really quickly. Anyway, hey Ray, mic drop. Okay, how are you doing today, Ray? Glad you could be here. It said my wife is more important to me. If you can't sacrifice yourself for someone, you will never know true love. I know true love because I know my mom, and I don't have to sacrifice myself for my mom. And somebody may say true love is a romantic relationship only. No, that's false. If you are going your whole life and you are looking for true love in a romantic relationship, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the way you were raised. I feel sorry for the way that you have lived your life, all right? Because you're telling me if you can only find true love in a romantic relationship, you were unloved for the first 30 years of your life, 20 years of your life, 50 years of your life. That's what you're telling me? So I disagree with you. It's Sod 21. It's great that you, I guess, if you like sacrificing yourself for your wife, that is great for you. That's great for your wife and your relationship. I don't know you. I don't know your wife's relationship, so I'm not going to judge you for it. So who are you to judge me for the way that I live my life and my opinions? Who are you to judge me? You're another human being, all right? So, but I know what true love is because I have my mom. So, and I do not, my mom would never ask me to sacrifice myself for her. And I would never ask her to sacrifice herself for me. All right? So, yeah. All right, what are we saying? What are we talking about? I'm just responding to these comments. We somewhat delved into the topic of quote-unquote feminism because some people in the chat said that men are better than females. So I just had to, like, I'm a female myself, so I would never stand behind that opinion. So I'm just somewhat disagreeing with them and reading their opinions as well. So, yeah. Evan said these men are coming for you because they shot you God. Oh, Dave said the biggest accomplishment of human race is to love someone other than yourself. Evan said, I believe we are equal, but women still should fight for more rights as we suffer more than men with domestic abuse, crimes, and rape. That is, I can understand that, yeah. They're gone. Okay. Need to sleep. Hey from Indonesia. What's it like in Indonesia today? Hey God. Godsend bless. Okay. I don't know. These internet chills. Okay. Evan said, what are men doing that's important? Hey, how are you doing, R? Glad you could be here. Hey, R. How you doing? Hey, Barkley. Glad you could be here. And once again, that's another topic that people like to say when they disagree with me and they have nothing else to support their claims with, so they think they're insulting me. They like to say, you got a lot of living to do. That's all I say, like Barkley said. Thank you. I mean, I would hope God would bless me with a lot of living. I don't want to die young. Like, I want my mom to bless me. Oh my God, I want God to bless me. I want God to bless my mom. I want God to bless my supporters with a lot of living. Otherwise, we're all dying young, and I don't want to do that. What are you talking about? Like, what? So yes, I will have a lot of living to do. And if you guys want to see what Uniquely Mia does, I don't show you my whole life, but I show you fun stuff to do. I show you the fun stuff that I do. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and join the Uniquely Mia community. Can you guys hear me? Hello, can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm frozen on my back.
With wigs.
Okay, you can hear me? Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why I froze. Somebody probably, they like to like report my account for false stuff when I start talking about things that they don't like. That's what probably happened. Somebody probably trying to report me for something. And guys, if you don't agree with me, you could just leave. You don't gotta report me to try and censor me. I mean, you don't have to do that. But let me read some of these comments. Let me see. Let me see what you guys are saying. Get your mom and dad on the stream because you're young, never been married, you don't have kids or experience to be having these conversations. Who are you to tell me that? My mom has been on the stream before. Stu has been on the stream before. All right, when my mom is on the stream and we talk about these topics, I mean, she agrees with me. I mean, yeah, at its core, my mom wouldn't agree with everything that I say, but at its core, she agrees with what I'm saying. So my mom doesn't need to be on this stream. And I'm the best person to speak about these. I'm not the best person to speak about these topics, but I am. I consider myself, at least for me, I can only speak about this for me. But even though I've never been married, even though I don't have kids, what about that makes me inexperienced to speak about these topics? You want me to speak about these topics if I ever do decide to get married, if I ever do decide to have kids. That's when you want me to speak about these topics? Why? So you could use it in my face and saying, what are you saying? What are you saying? You don't have that. Or no, you would use it in my face and say, why are you saying all this stuff that you're saying? You have this. So you would thus use my imaginative husband and my imaginative child to support your claim as to why what I'm saying everything is wrong. No. Guys, I don't have multiple personalities. My personality that I have today, in the future, if I ever do decide, if I ever find somebody who is worthy enough to who I want to get married to, I will have the same exact personality that I have now. All right? I will have the same exact personality that I have now. I will have the same ideals on equal opportunities for females that I have now if I ever do decide to get married, if I ever do decide to have kids. I'll be the same exact person, all right? If you want to get married, guys, and you have to change yourself to marry somebody, change your personality, that's not a good relationship to be in. That's a toxic relationship when you have to be fake, when you can't be your true, authentic self, all right? Men are head of the household, head of the home. God is the head of the man, and the parents are head of the children. Women are a man's helper, and the man is the provider. Perhaps in your household that could be true. I'm not going to judge you for your opinions because I know there are some cultures, there are some societies where men are the head of the household, right? There are some cultures, some societies. I mean, if we're looking at the Bible, they will say that God is a man. If we're looking at the Bible, once again, man wrote the Bible. I think it was King James, I heard a historian say, who commissioned the writing of the Bible. Literally, a man commissioned the writing of the Bible. So thus, when you're making the main character, you're going to make the main character a man to represent you. You see yourself like that. If I were to ever write a fiction book and I have a main character, that main character is going to be a female because I'm a female. So if we're looking at the Bible, man wrote the Bible, we don't really know what God's gender is. You know who God is? Look within yourself for God. That's who God is. Who's making you talk? Who's making you type? Who's making you see? Who's making you be on this live stream right now? The Holy Spirit that lives inside of you, and the Holy Spirit is a man. The Holy Spirit is a female. If somebody's non-binary, that's who the Holy Spirit is, right? The Holy Spirit, God is within all of us, all right? Don't look to man. Don't look to a book for God. Look within yourself for God, all right? And that's what it is, all right? Evan said, Mia, you need to block some of you. I'm trying to read really quickly. I know I'm really behind in the comments, but I'm trying to read really fast. Alex said, I watch your videos where you're eating pizzas. This education video you're talking about. I mean, Alex, were you trying to do something there? You probably left, but were you trying to do something? You said I watch your videos where you eat pizza. Is this your education video? If anything, that shows you lack a little bit of critical thinking or investigation skills. So you saw one video about me eating pizza and what you're trying to say, that's my education video? Does it look like an education video to you? I mean, it could. I mean, like, if you've never had pizza before, it could be an education video. But, like, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and when you do that, you'll see my whole thing. Like, yeah. I don't know what you were trying to do there, though, but that was kind of funny. Hey, X said, it's sad how people have this belief that men and women have to be at odds with each other. Thankfully, my grandparents were not like that. Yeah, it really is sad. It really is sad. And that is like a social construct that was created by men themselves, honestly. And then females were like, we don't want this anymore. So thus they had the feminist movement of like the 1800s. And thus society was fortunate enough to advance and give women the opportunity to vote and obtain jobs and etc. So it really is a sad ideal that genders are against each other. And I don't think it's genders that are necessarily against each other because, guys, through everything that I'm saying, never once have I said, if I've said it, then I was just using it as an example, but never once and never do I ever believe that that genders are against each other. I don't believe that, right? What I do believe is that there are some men in society, not all men. There are men who support female rights. There are men like that. Some of my supporters, based on the conversation we have had, some of y'all seem like you support female rights. Based on the men that I know in my life, they support female rights, right? So, but with the good comes the bad, and the bad in society is that there are some men who think they are better than females, and it's those men who I am using all these examples towards, right? For the men who already support female rights and don't think you're better than men, thank you for your support. Thank you for your open-mindedness and for being educated, and for essentially not adhering to that disgusting and terrible stereotype that exists in society, that one gender is better than the other. And for those people, throughout everything that I'm saying, I guess I'm giving you a little bit more ammunition or evidence that you can use when you have a conversation with somebody, whether that's your own male or a female, who's going to say one gender is better than the other, all right? So yeah, everything's a learning opportunity for people. Hey from Russia, what's my thoughts on a translator? Translators are really good. I'm doing good today. How are you doing? What are we saying? Hey, how are you doing? Get a job. Glad you could be here. God bless you as well, Jose. What does the tapestry say? It says today's a new day. Today's a brand new day. Be awesome. Never give up. Learn something new. Work hard. Believe. Make a difference. This is a lot of positive affirmations. It's getting really late, so I'm going to have to read really quickly and end this stream. I'm getting tired now. Hey, Truth. How are you doing? Okay, Evan said, okay, Evan. They have a side conversation. Love to see it. Did I graduate from college? Yup, summa cum laude, that's the highest you can get. I'm currently a graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. What about you? Let's see. Alright. Do I do magic tricks? No. I have a magic trick set, though. I have to learn how to use it. I haven't opened it. I've had it for like 3 years now. So I'm going to have to figure it out and see how it works. Just because you argue against the Bible doesn't necessarily mean you're not Christian. I mean, so what? As a Christian, you're just supposed to follow along to a book that who knows who wrote because somebody tells you God wrote it? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, you're not questioning everything, so you just follow something blindly, you're telling me? You can believe in something, but you can still ask questions about it. There's nothing wrong with that. But as I always say, I don't adhere myself to one religion, so I guess you would be right in saying, I guess I'm not Christian. I mean, I believe in a higher power than myself. If you want to call him Allah, if you want to call him God, whatever, go ahead and do it. Exactly. Yup. You're using the Bible as evidence, yet saying men wrote the Bible, therefore it's false. Yes, I am, because I'm not just using it. I give you two different examples. I say if we're looking only at the Bible. So that means some people haven't been paying attention to what I'm saying. I'm saying if you only look at the Bible, then I'm using it as evidence if I'm only looking at the Bible. If I'm not looking at the Bible and I want to say the Bible's false, then it won't work, all right? And remember, God, Jesus said the kingdom of heaven lives inside of everybody, all right? So, like I said that earlier. I'm not here to convince y'all of anything, but let's read up the comments. Truth said, no, I did not pray for saints, God. Do you like cinnamon rolls? Yes, like cinnamon bun from Cinnamon, like cinnamon rolls like from Cinnabon, really good, really good. Evan said me this conversation does on fire. 8 sleeping tonight, girl. Evan, I feel like you just want me to stay on stream. See how late I could go, Evan. I feel like that's what you want me to do. Hey Rich, how you doing? Can you answer? Okay, how did Adam know about females before they were made? Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know that. I did not know Adam, so yeah. Evan said, no ending the stream tonight via Manicure laptop. Um, okay, I'm reading the comments, guys. Guys, I see people saying I'm part of the LGBTQ community. I am not part of that community, guys. This is so interesting to me. This is very interesting how I'm just sharing my opinions and supporting females, literally. That's all I'm doing. I'm supporting females, and you guys, people who are saying that I'm part of the LGBTQ community when I'm not, people are saying how you're not qualified to speak about this topic because you haven't done this, you haven't done that. People are saying a whole bunch of stuff. That just really tells me the people you have been around, they have coddled you. They have coddled you, or you have always been around the same people. So you know what? For all those people, like the video, subscribe, and join the Uniquely Mia community, all right? Because all these comments that I'm seeing, because you're telling me if a female supports another female and supports her own gender, that means she's part of a specific community, or that means she's not qualified to speak on this. Why? Because she disagrees with you? So you have been coddled. You have never heard somebody with different opinions than yourself. You have a form of implicit bias. Or it's not even implicit, it's blank, because you're telling me what you have and you are aware of your own bias. And some of y'all, I feel like generally some of you guys, you are unaware of the bias that you are making, or the quote unquote discrimination that you are making against another gender. So you have a form of implicit bias, right? So what I would tell y'all to do, man, just like the video, subscribe. You can engage with the content, or you know what, if you don't want to like the video, if you don't want to subscribe, just be open to hearing about people who have different beliefs than y'all and different opinions in your life, because not everyone's going to agree with you. And if somebody supports their own gender, because you know what, people are saying I'm part of the LGBTQ community because I support females. So for all the men in the chat, that seems like more than half of y'all. That means, are you guys part of the LGBTQ community? That's what I want to ask you guys. Because if men support men, it's so funny. For all the people who are in the chat saying, we're men, men is this, men is that, right? In its own way, are you guys part of the LGBTQ community? Because you're supporting your own gender. So what's the problem when I support my own gender? What's the problem with that? So it's really funny. Kat said, but Evan, I don't want this channel to become me trying to teach. I hope these zombies don't stick around. Yeah, I can see that. But I feel like sometimes like my live streams do pivot. I feel like it's just the time, because I feel like in the past I've had the same conversation like this at the same exact time, cats. So low key, I feel like it's just time when I live stream. This is when they're out on the stream. The people who, like, you know how they are right now. I feel like this is the time when they're on the stream, because when I do my afternoon streams, it's never like this. So this is the time when they're active, to be honest. Hey Drake, yes, we're still here. Conversation definitely pivoted, Drake, so I had to respond to it, but now I'm just reading it. I'm probably gonna skip over a few. But yeah. But what'd you eat for dinner, Drake? If you're still here, everyone else, let me know. Thank you, Till. Like you as well. Really appreciate your kind words. You're such a great person. Thank you, Road. Really appreciate your kind words. Drake said, I doubt Evan is judging me, even though it's crazy. Tyler said, you search about Jamie Bull on Google, you look like her. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into it and see. Reporting someone is a sign of their frustration. Yep. It happens more often than you think. It really is. Really is. Hey, Sean, how are you doing today? Hey, TV. Okay, I feel like I'm really behind now. Let's see. Hey, Jose, how are you doing? Kat said Evan just made a joke that Mia won't be sleeping soon. Oh, yeah, because the chat has a lot of negative comments. That doesn't mean they're enjoying the negativity. We just know that Mia reads every comment. Yeah, I'm trying to read as fast as possible, guys. Yeah, I'm skipping over some of these comments. It's the same thing people are saying, just different ways. I already responded to that. Who knew equal opportunities was so triggering for people? I mean, we knew, but like for females, who knew? Talking about that was so triggering for people. Wow. It's very funny. Evan said, okay, we'll grab that stream sign soon. Thank you, Evan. But let me see. Thank you. Glad you love my outfit. I see the end stream. Hey, cats, for Mia. You're going to subscribe, Betty. Welcome. Let me get to the bottom, Evan, even though I see the end stream. Hey, pretty. How are you doing today? Evan said, Mia, I'm leaving, but, okay, it was yapping so hard I had to respond. You're actually leaving and you're it's late here. Okay, Evan, it was a pleasure having you on as always, Evan. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flowing Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. And you see, look at, what's your name? Brilliantos, look at you. So now I have been unresponsive to your comments, and when I have responded to you, it was contradicting everything you're saying. So now you're coming for my appearance. So now you have no more, you have no more evidence. You have no more claims that are valid that you can support your argument with. Otherwise, you'll be saying the same exact thing. So look at what they said, guys. They said the gap on your teeth, go fix that first before your next stream, Mia. First, make sure your grammar is right and your sentence structure is right if you want to insult me. That grammar and the sentence structure is not good at all. Second, why should I fix the gap in my front tooth? Because you don't like it? I don't care that you don't like it. I like it. It's my face, it's my body, it's my teeth. So this is what God put on my body uniquely. You said I was contradicting the Bible, and I'm assuming you are a religious person, so you are going against your own Bible lessons. Thou shalt not judge. Why are you judging me? You are another human being. Who are you to judge my appearance? What happened to that? The Bible and all that you said I was contradicting, right? So very interesting how like when I don't agree with you and you guys see that you are not like making me severely upset with your comments, and when I have comebacks for y'all, it's very funny how people start insulting you when they can no longer support their opinions with valid opinions or valid evidence, or it's very funny how they start insulting you when you start ignoring them. Hey, how are you doing, Juva? Glad you could be here. Is my name Mia? Yes, uniquely Mia, also known as Mia and Mr. Jack. What are we saying? Ooh, you had McDonald's? Nice, Jake. I haven't had McDonald's in a while. So low-key, McDonald's sounds good. Like the 10-piece nuggets from McDonald's. I haven't had an apple pie from them in super duper long, but I feel like an apple pie would be really good. What's your go-to McDonald's order, Drake? I'm still trying to get to the bottom of the comments, guys. Still trying to get to the bottom of the comments, guys. But remember, when you insult me, you insult God, all right? Because God created everybody, and he created people in his own image, literally, all right? Or their own image, right? So, yeah, you're insulting God. When you get to the gates of heaven, have a good answer. I mean, I won't say I'll pray for you because, like, I don't really pray for random people, but, like, pray for yourself for sure. Pray for yourself. Somebody said, I don't know you, but just remember when you're off social media, nobody cares about nobody's life. Want to bet, turn your phone off for 30 days. You know what? I care about my life. I don't do social media so people can care about my life. I really don't. That's how I know you're a new supporter of mine. Because if you're a returning supporter, you know I engage in live stream discussions, and I post full nutritional YouTube videos, and I post YouTube shorts because I want to. Because I post the videos for me. This is my video diaries on social media. All right? I went so long without any supporters watching my videos that I got used to me just posting videos, and it literally had 5 views because I was rewatching my own videos. If I had 20, I know my mom rewatched my videos with me, all right? So I started my YouTube channel for myself. It was my video diaries, all right? So I don't care if people don't watch my content. I really don't. I enjoy my supporters because I have built a positive community on social media. Shout out to all my supporters who are positive on the live stream. You guys know who you are. Shout out to my supporters who have been here for a while. Shout out to all 5,670 of my supporters who decided to subscribe to Uniquely Mia to be part of a unique and positive community, all right? I continue to do social media because one, I want to, but at the end of the day, these people decide, these real people who don't know me from anywhere except for my social media content, decided to support a random person on the internet because they wanted to be part of a positive community where they are welcome for their positivity and uniqueness, where they can learn something, where they can disassociate, gain cross-cultural experiences if you watch my travel videos, my fashion videos, and etc. So that's why I continue. I don't need to shut my phone off for 30 days because I don't find gratification from posting. I don't find gratification from random people in the world. I find gratification first for myself and then for my family. And then when I post videos, if my supporters like it, then I'm happy that you guys like my videos. If you guys don't like my videos, I'll still post it. I mean, I like it. So yeah. Thank you. Glad you like my hair, Kiara. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love, Nicola. Thank you so much for your kind words. What are you saying? Jake said she's pretty with the gap. Thanks for your kind words. And guys, just as a gap tooth, for the people who don't like it, have you ever heard of the store Aritzia? Just Google the store Aritzia, all right? Aritzia is like, I feel like one of the most expensive clothing stores I've ever been to that I could afford. And it's even, that was a stretch. That's a luxury clothing brand. It's not a high-end luxury clothing brand, but like it's up there. And one of the supermodels that they hired to be like the face of their shopping bag has a gap tooth, all right? So yeah. Hey Zach, how are you doing today? Kat said honestly, calling that micron of a space of gap is I'm kind of crazy. Alright. Hey Dibble, how are you doing today? I have never had Taco Bell before, Zach. Like, I've never had a taco, so I don't know. But what's your favorite taco on Taco Bell? Thank you, Tanagani. Glad you like my videos. Hello, welcome everybody. Okay, let's read up these comments. All right, nice, we're at the end. Finally, we made it to the end, guys. Hey, Victoria, glad you could be here. Good evening, Max. You look like a taco eater. Well, looks can be deceiving for sure. I've never had a taco before. I mean, I've had like a taco from BBQs, but like a traditional taco, I've never really had that before. All right, so let's read up these comments. Do you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? Okay, hey, Facebook. Okay, I just created your username. I saw the picture, and I was like, Facebook. All right, don't get copyrighted for it. Be careful out there. Hey, MCH, how are you doing? Okay. Drake said, my go-to, is the chicken nuggets. Okay, nice. They have new chicken strips? I did not know that, Drake. Next time I go to McDonald's, I'm getting the chicken strips. Chicken strips. I'm Googling to see what it looks like. I did not know that McDonald's had chicken strips. When I was younger, they had it, but I thought they discontinued it. Did they bring it back? Ooh, that looked good. It looks good. So next time I go to McDonald's, which is probably when I go back to New York, I will get the chicken strips and taste if they still have it, because I had no idea they still had the chicken strips. Okay, let's read this up. This is by far the longest live stream to date. So we know why it was so long, because some people asked some questions, so I had to like share my opinions. Hopefully I educated some of y'all. I mean, I know some people were unresponsive to that form of education that I just went through. It was a long discussion. That's okay. It's okay. I can't change your mind. God just doesn't want you to be enlightened in this moment of time, and that's just who you are and your beliefs. It's okay to have your beliefs, guys. More of the story is, this is a safe space on social media, at least my channel, where we can discuss our topics, whether we agree or disagree. We can have disagreements on the live stream, all right? I'm not going to always agree with you. People in the chat's not always going to agree with you. The more of the story is, via having these disagreements, they're respectful disagreements, right? Where you're not insulting people. The minute you insult somebody, call somebody's name, curse at them, you lose your argument. Because in the real world, not everyone is going to agree with you, and that's just a blatant fact. It's a truth. In your own family, people's not going to agree with you, right? And as I always say, for change and advancement to occur, we need to have these quote-unquote difficult conversations. This was not a difficult conversation for me at all. I'm very comfortable speaking about this topic. If you guys were right in front of me, I would say the same thing I already said. I'm very comfortable having this conversation, but I know for some people it can be a difficult conversation for you. So I do hope you enjoyed the live stream and this conversation. We started out as a manicure, and then we dive deep into feminism a little bit, equal opportunities for individuals. If you want another live stream like this, all you have to do is come on the live stream, ask me a question, and if you ask me a question, if I'm able and comfortable to answer, I'll be more than happy to do that, honestly, but you guys have to ask the questions first. So yeah, if you miss more of Uniquely Mia after the stream, go to my YouTube channel and watch some of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, watch some of my YouTube shorts, and I do hope you enjoy the content that you see. I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me read up these comments really quickly, and then we're gonna log off really quick. Would you sacrifice yourself if you knew you kid would turn into Batman? I'm assuming you're asking me, would I sacrifice myself if I knew my kid would turn into Batman because of it? No. Hey Victoria, how are you doing? The chicken is not chicken, okay? Kat said no more questions, Mia. This has been a long stream. No, for real. Kat, it really has. Really has. Yeah, I don't get McDonald's often because I don't like spending my money often because I'm a graduate student, so I paid for my meal plan. They charge me a lot, so I just use my meal plan money, to be honest. So, and McDonald's isn't really accessible. I try not to eat a lot of unhealthy stuff, so 1 to 2 meals a day is good enough for me. What's my opinion about KFC? I mean, what is it, Kentucky Fried Chicken? Very affordable if they have like the $5 bundle. Affordable for people for sure. Want to be friends? Like the video, subscribe, and if you leave a comment in one of my videos, engage with it, I'm sure that you will enjoy it. I consider all my supporters to be my virtual friends because I feel like only virtual or friends will support you, right? So in a way, yeah, just random people on the internet. You subscribe to Uniquely Mia. Remember, at its core, you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Remember, if you believe in discrimination or anything like that, this isn't the place for you. So do yourself a favor, dip out of the channel. Like, now, not the place for you. Yeah, all other things, if don't make people severely uncomfortable, unsolicited sexual comments about people, you're more than welcome. Okay, somebody said, I'm a man who wants to be a woman and wants to date girls. Does that mean I'm a lesbian? What? I don't know, man. Oh my God. I don't know. You have like a therapist to talk about that. Go to a therapist or something. They can help you with that one. Honestly, I don't know. Okay. Being so funny, Drake. I'm unintentionally funny because I honestly don't know what I just did to be funny, guys. Alright. So, welcome from Brazil. Alright, virtual hug. Okay. Have you ever had an egg, buddy? What? What is that? I don't know what that is. Alright. what's the topic? I'm about to end the live stream. I've been on since 5 p.m. This is the longest stream that I've done today, guys. But remember, if you want more of Uniquely Mia, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist. You can see Uniquely Mia in South America, Guyana, gain some cross-cultural experiences. You can see Uniquely Mia in Trinidad and Tobago, gain some cross-cultural experiences. You can see Uniquely Mia in Las Vegas, Nevada, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia. Go and watch those videos and gain some cross-cultural, experience. You can go to my YouTube homepage, click education, and you can watch my education videos, and you can further your knowledge on the topic of public administration and criminal justice, right? You can watch my food videos, and you can see what type of food Uniquely Mia has eaten, and gain some cross-cultural experience definitely by watching it. More of the story, guys. All my content that I have on my channel, it's to educate you and entertain you. So definitely, if you want the full Uniquely Mia, if you love the live streams, I appreciate you guys for always watching the live streams and always tuning in. It really means a lot. But at the end of the day, if you subscribe to me and you want to be fully caught up and up to date on what Uniquely Mia does and figure out who Uniquely Mia is before you come to an assumption about me, you need to be watching my full nutritional YouTube videos. You need to be watching my YouTube shorts. And you need to be watching all my live streams, right? So happy watching. I have more than like 1,000 videos posted for you, so you should never miss Uniquely Mia. All right. So how do your lens look so clean and perfect? I mean, I cleaned them. Okay, Drake said we're doing a 3-hour stream tomorrow. Well, if the conversation continues to flow, Drake, we could do a 3-hour stream. I did not expect the stream to be that long, but some people asked some questions and my responses were really long and you guys had a lot to say, so I had to read all of it, all right? Thank you, Evan, for the end stream. So shout out to Evan. Thank you, Evan, for being on the live stream. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, man. Thank you, Crazy World. Thank you, In Your Soul. Thank you, everybody. I know I didn't shout out to everyone who was on the stream today, but really appreciate your support. Crazy World said Mia got tooth gap like mine, guys. We're rare species. The government should handle us with great care. Exactly, Crazy World. You know what God did to us? God knew that having a widow's peak for me, having a gap tooth for me, being as opinionated as I am and comfortable with speaking about various topics, God knew it would draw people in, and they just added on to my uniqueness, right? So if there's something that makes you uniquely you, never ever feel ashamed about it at all, guys, all right? So remember, stay positive, and as Queen Mother, Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anybody rob you of your joy. Bye, guys. Have a great day. It was a pleasure chatting with each and every one of y'all.